see how the there we go. How does it look at 480 resolution? Is that okay? Or is it too foggy?
On the Discord?
Yeah, on the Discord, yeah. Because if you can...
I can't read the text, sadly.
No, okay. Well, what if you try...
Read it on Twitch, but it's a bit foggy even on 540. Which is interesting. I didn't know that. Well, now I can read it in Discord.
Yeah, I put it on 720, so we'll see how that works. Well, we'll try this. We'll see how it works. If it gets too choppy, we'll figure something out. But for now, I think... Yeah, it's fine. We'll pretend it's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
And... Yeah.
Oh.
So... Okay, so... Alright, so just for reference, I'm scrolling up and down now.
Yep. Yeah, well, basically it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different, right?
I'm not
We
sure.
have the street urchin. Yeah, because it corresponds to the core stats. Veils, pages.
Oh, right.
Heart.
Yeah.
And there's 5 of those. It also, each of them gets a specific follower at the very start.
Urchin gets like one of the...
A shooter, I think.
No, that's the...
Is it a mechanic you get or something?
No, that's the... so if I remember...
the other one.
So I think...
I see.
I think the... I'm not sure what the poet gets, because I never played the poet. I never played the priest either, or the philosopher. But I played the veteran of campaign. He gets a... Cook.
Yeah, and you want to take him to a specific place as well.
Right, and the street urchin get this girl who you can dump off at
you also wanna...
Khanate.
Yeah, the cook wants to go to the Mushroom Islands, the plantage. And the girl, she wants to go to the Khanate. So they all give you kind of this starting quest of, hey, you got a shitty follower. Well, not.
Yeah.
You don't know that they're shitty, but they're not great.
No.
You can level up with them, but only to a certain extent, and only their, the stat that they bring.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I don't really mind. I can go to anything. I have played as I've also played as the street urchin and as the veteran. The veteran was very short. I dived to an iceberg, and the street urchin is still ongoing. I've explored most of the map as that one.
If I remember correctly, I think I had the first couple of runs as the veteran, and then I put the street urchin as my scion or something. So I had sort of like a long-term min-maxing going, where I had the cannons and the really high iron, and then suddenly I had like super Veiley, so I could just like sneak up and just bang.
The science stuff didn't really work out for me.
No.
I think so. My character got married, and then I think either
I think I'm in favor of
the wife
urchin. I think I'm in favor of the urchin.
Yeah, the urchin has a great backstory as well. You get so in the city of Fallen London. Oh, should we get into character really? So in the city of Fallen London, right? You have these gangs that prowl the rooftops.
Yeah.
And they're called something specific, like the rooftop gangs or the bones or something. I can't remember. And they don't like people that are older.
No.
So I haven't played the browser game, but I imagine like it's the youngest urchins that run the gang.
Yeah, I think that's right.
When they get too old, you get thrown out, and that's what happened to us.
Yeah.
They cast us out.
Yeah. Your urchin gang cast you out when you grew too tall. You took to sea rather than graduate to larger crimes. That last big score was enough to buy a ship. Low cunning on the high seas. Your friend, another Longshanks, knows a little of gunnery. Only a little, but she can... Oh, you're right. That is the gunner.
Yeah. She was a gunner.
Ah.
Also, the Longshanks might have been the gangs we were in. Or it might just be a London term for petty criminal. Who knows?
Could be.
This actually remind me. Have you read the book The Lies of Locke Lamora
Nah, man.
by some dude? I can't remember his name. It's a low fantasy youth book, but like all low fantasy youth books, they're excellent to read for adults as well because it's pretty. You don't have to think too much when you read it. It's set in like a fantasy version of Venice, but with crime cranked up to 11, and it's kind of mystique. Like there is magic, but it's very limited, and it does kind of weird things. And it follows a gang of criminals, and their whole thing is that they are criminality is a religion to them. So instead of making deals with the secret police and kind of like building a crime empire, and you have an understanding with the authorities, which is probably real life crime. The crime bosses have an understanding with political bosses. If you think of like the classical mobs, instead of doing that, they just burn stuff down, and they do crime in a very elegant way. I like the books and I like the setting because it starts with this crime. It's basically a thief father, or like a thief educator. He picks up orphans and saves them, so to speak, from being sold into slavery. But he teaches them to be criminals, and then he kind of gives them / sells them to other gangs. So that's how the gangs kind of can recruit already trained criminals, and it's kind of similar to this gang of youths or very children basically who are taught to do crime.
That
in a London setting.
That really reminds me of Ankh-Morpork from the Discworld series. If you're familiar with that.
No,
really?
No.
Oh, well, I think that would be right up your alley. I think you should definitely check that out. It's basically.
I'll write it down.
Oh man, I'll try to. Okay, so long story short, it's like this. Oh man, where do I start? You know what? Never mind. Ankh-Morpork is sort of like this amalgamation of Paris, Moscow, London, and a little bit of New York drizzled on top, but in a fantasy setting, right? It's the crime is basically like you basically pay taxes on the crime you do. So you have the Thieves Guild, and they sort of pay quote unquote taxes to the patrician, who sort of basically is like this Machiavellian mastermind who, I mean, he's described as a guy who basically the only reason he's still in power is because he's managed to manipulate the other guilds into distrusting each other just enough to be sort of economically viable for the city, but not enough to try to assassinate him.
Yeah, divide and conquer.
Basically, it's like, it's a really cool. Dude, you should definitely check out that series. And it's not all in Ankh-Morpork. It's like all over the Discworld, which is a literal disc resting on the backs of 4 elephants, again resting on the back of a giant turtle floating through space.
I think I've heard about the Discworld mentioned when I've read the backs of other books, like readers of this and that Discworld really enjoy this.
Definitely. The first book came out in the late 80s, I think. Maybe even the...
I see. Yeah.
Even the 70s.
Then it's definitely going to be written on the backs of books that are published in the early 2000s, because this writer was inspired by this and this and that. And
right, yeah. Oh no, definitely.
Onto the game.
Onto the
game.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have a lot of these.
Yeah.
That's,
along with our Longshanks, we get some stuff. We are now sea captain. Everybody gets that. We are no longer a stranger. Welcome to the world. We gained 10 echo, which is the currency of the Untersea. Yeah, we have the Longshanks, and we gained 25 veils, which is one of our stats. And someone is looking for passage. Ooh, mysterious.
If you hover over the echo symbol, you gain 10 echo. Echoes are the currency of the bazaar, and thus the currency of London.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
That's not really... I mean, they mention the bazaar every now and then in this game, but it's not... I haven't like... Well, I guess the mentions are enough, but the bazaar is basically an otherworldly congregation of I don't know if they're demons or of what they're, but very powerful beings that came to
Demons and
London.
devils, and yeah, it's the
And yeah, and astral stuff. They
Yeah.
offered a deal to the queen, and I don't know, like I guess the specifics are in the browser game, or perhaps it's just not known. Who knows? Anyway, London has fallen. We are in a very big grotto or cave. There's a sea here, and the bazaar works very mysteriously.
Yeah.
We can go to it later,
Yeah, I think
kind
we
of,
can.
where the rose market. Also, so you saw that our quality as stranger no longer applies, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of how these games keep track of stuff you can do. So, for example, it says their immortality, and you see there's like this picture of a card. We have access to that because we have that card, and I believe that card is the DLC, the expansion. If you scroll down, you see a locked one, which is to create a kingdom, and we don't have access to that because we haven't gotten that card or that tag.
Right.
So I wonder if we have the stranger tag, if we can sail to some specific point in the Undersea and unlock a secret. Because that's how this game keeps track of it. And they're kind of generous. Like, they show you most of those cards, if not all.
Yeah.
So you can kind of go out and experiment having certain tags and going to certain places to unlock. And here, for example, it says that this is locked because we don't have that tag. But if we had that tag, it would be unlocked. And I think this is true for most places, but I'm not sure of all. But that's game mechanics, kind of. But that are kind of important if you want to experiment. And that's why it's, good to take notes in this game.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to forget because there's
You do
much
get
stuff.
you do get an overview of like your character cards and creation or stuff like that. But I have trouble keeping track. Sometimes I really have to dig. If sometimes I get like the passenger, which I have to deliver somewhere, and sometimes I just, where do I find this guy in my journal or where it is, to figure out where I'm supposed to drop him off.
Yeah, it's I think it's in the journal. Yeah. Which fate do you want to go for? What do you want to try? I've actually, since I've played one super long game and not like a collection of game, I've only tried the Father Bones. I haven't done the rest, but I don't think it matters too much.
I haven't completed either of them.
Yeah, we can go for Father's Bones.
Yeah, let's
See what we.
Yeah.
Because we can always change. Like, we can always sail to the east or do some other stuff
That's
that
right.
will
There's also the,
bring great consequences to the game.
There's also the gate up in the north, which I don't remember the name of.
Exactly. Like, there's a lot of stuff we should do. We should probably not spoil it. Against all. I mean, we can talk about it as it happens, but spoiler alert. Like, if you
Spoiler
wanna.
alert.
So, to any viewer out there, like two of you, if you wanna experience this game for yourself to the fullest, basically don't watch anyone else play.
No.
Because knowing stuff in this game kind of ruins the surprise. This is not a game you can kind of like. Well, it's up to you how you want to enjoy it. But I found out that just playing this game brings out the most of it. And the mystique and the mysteriousness is kind of a part of it.
Yeah, man.
So not knowing what will happen next and potentially failing miserably is all part of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Which is great.
Speaking of what happens next, which shows our ambition, your father's bones. Your father was lost at sea. You never knew him, but you often dreamed of him. Find and return his remains to London for a decent burial. Full Fathom 5. Find where he fell and bring him home. Yeah, so basically this is our victory condition. This is where we sort of, quote-unquote, win the game. But there's this whole scion mechanic and everything, so you could continue on like indefinitely, I think. I think we're gonna go for captain of the.
I always go for captain.
Yeah, I mean, we're captain. We're the owner of our own fate and vessel, so yeah, captain it is.
Yeah, I think we have to. Don't we have to write the name as well, or
Yes,
did you already
we
do that?
Nah,
Yeah.
I think it will arrive about now-ish. Captain will do perfectly well ashore as well as at sea. Thank you. And on we go. Speaking
I
of
usually
captain-
pick that one. Or since we are a long shank, you could take the bottom right one as well if we want to be younger. But either one, these don't matter to me.
I always fall in favor of this one, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that's the typical captain.
Yeah.
I've always, so when you look at these, up to the top left, this is the scholar, because you can pick like in my, it's not canon or anything, but if you think like, how would the original people look? I would say this is the scholar that you can pick, and then the top right would be the poet. This could be the poet.
Yeah, this could
and
be
then
the poet.
On the bottom one, there's a guy holding up his hand to his mouth.
That's a cannibal.
This is most definitely the priest. Oh, cannibal! I don't know. What accusations? I don't know what you're speaking about. It's just the Church of
you're
Red.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Who are very
Indeed.
peckish.
Indeed, very peckish. Yes.
And
I'm in favor of this portrait. It's what I usually roll with.
Yeah.
Sort of. Let's see.
What would be a good name?
Well, again, as I said, I have like this sort of soft roleplay persona. I usually call him Hector Ramtar.
Okay, sure. Let's go for it.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
No, not really.
Obviously, my characters are usually named Cosimo because it's always the same. But
yeah. Well, okay, cool.
this is good.
Yeah, it's
fits the portrait.
Fits the portrait. There we go. Your father's bones, a cold trail. Your father lost at sea so very long ago. The trail was cold, but now you have a lead. Meet with Slivy, the urchin who speaks to the wind. The urchins of London lair in the flit. Wait, what? The urchins of London lair in the flit, a creaking roof maze high above the street. A bad altitude, as everyone knows. Slivy hear things, Slivy know things. A few weeks ago, he mentioned that your father was as strong a swimmer as you. Oh my. And on we go. Let's see.
I guess that's the name of the rooftops, the flits.
Yeah, the flits, that's right. A troubled tongue. Slivy's face is okay, yeah, so we meet up with Slivy. Slivy's face is disfigured by a wine-stained birthmark, and he struggles with a stutter. Marks of the lightning's kiss, one night when he got too bold in a storm, they say. Yes, I've been waiting for you. I want me a little muter salt, something to calm me tongue. Bring it and I'll tell you who has your father. And our objective at the moment, it seems, go north along the coast to Wither and bring back muter salt for Slivy. Alright. Muter salt, if I remember correctly, is insanely expensive.
So here's the thing. Yeah, muter salt is found to the north, and you can find it other places for money as well. But this one specifically, they don't want money, they want to trade you something else. Like you give them
that's right.
a specific other thing and they give you muter salt. And that's the easiest thing to get muter salt. And that took me like 6 hours to figure out. But you can go there quite, like it's not far, but you have to dodge at least one iceberg
and a couple of bat swarms, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the bat swarms you can kill. They don't.
Oh yeah, they're not hard. They're not hard. And
okay, but we're in London.
We are in London, and also joining us in the Tarka studios is Mr. Amsterdam. Hello, man.
Hello. Yeah, welcome.
Hi.
We are live.
We are live. We're doing
I saw that was what attracted me to this Tarkast studio.
We're doing
welcome.
A little,
we're just
we're doing a little
sitting back.
Yeah, a little let's play / let's read of Fallen London, of Sunless Sea. A little bit.
Oh,
Sunless Seas.
That sounds exactly what I need. I'm just gonna go get a beer and get comfy.
Yeah. This is like basically imagine us sitting in a imaginary living room, and Angie holds the controller and he plays this on the TV, and we just kind of chill. That's how I'd like to imagine this. There's no like this is not a high energy place. No. It's a chillax.
Although as a segue though, I think I'm gonna put on some water because some tea sounded really nice. I've been drinking obscene amount of coffee lately, and also on a more technical note, I see that the stream is really choppy. I don't know how it looks like to you, not on Discord but on Twitch.
I'm watching on Discord right now.
Yeah, it's very choppy on Twitch.
Yeah, but it's.
I think the delay, it's choppy and the delay has gotten huge. I think they're like 20, 15 minutes after us.
I mean, if would it be? Should we try just watching via Twitch, or do you think the delay will be too cumbersome?
Well, so I personally enjoy the Discord more.
Yeah.
because it's better resolution and all that,
It is.
and there is no delay at all.
You know what?
But,
In
you know.
that case, what we could do instead of actually streaming it, I could just record it. Actually,
Sure.
yeah. There
Or we could.
Yeah.
I think basically it takes up too much of your computer, either your graphics card or something. OBS plus Discord streaming.
Yeah, doing both on Discord and on OBS is what's eating it, I guess. So, but again, I could record, and I don't think that would be too much of a bother. If anything, just for future reference. Let's see.
Yeah.
That's what you want for Christmas? New graphics card?
Nah, my graphic card is good. This is more an internet problem. I have crappy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
problem fixed. We'll just ditch the live streaming and we'll just do this for ourselves. Let's see.
I mean, you can probably put up the videos on Twitch as well. I don't know if you can upload.
I can
videos to
upload.
Twitch.
I can upload to YouTube, type of thing. I have a YouTube channel where I can do. I can actually do this like a proper episode type of thing. So this will be fun.
Yeah. I mean, you can even cut out all the parts where we just kind of ramble. Depends on what kind of YouTube profile you wanna go for.
It's pretty unrefined at this moment. I'm kind of happy with it too. So I don't really.
Yeah, then you can just include everything.
Yeah,
just
basically.
put on record and just leave it.
Yeah, basically.
That's fine. I don't mind either way. But I'm just gonna I'm like, we are both have this tendency to ramble.
Oh, I
So
like
it's
it.
gonna be
I think
very
that's-
rambling.
I think that's good content. We'll treat this like a sort of let's play / podcast type of thing. Which
Yeah,
I think is very fitting for the game. I think it's alright.
Yeah, I mean, this game is pretty old by now, so most people have probably either played it or watched some other person play it on the internet. So if they already know what's going to happen, they might as well just enjoy us rambling about while this plays in the background.
Right.
Funny you're
It's,
saying that, Cosmo, because I've never watched anything Sunless Sea related. I knew it was a game,
Ooh.
but I'm completely new to this game. I don't know anything about it.
I mean, that's
Well,
good, great.
that's great.
You'll unfortunately this will kind of spoil you a bit, but the experience is still great. This game is a bit clunky, so I think you might still enjoy watching someone else play it as well.
Nice.
I mean, it's a great game. It's all about the atmosphere. The music is pretty good too. It gets repetitive, but it's still good. You can find it on YouTube as well. Sunless Sea OST. There's some tracks there that are straight up bangers in a way. So this world is dangerous. You'll see it when we go out exploring. Stuff are gonna try to kill us, murder us, and eat our brains. So whenever we return to London, which is where we are now we're in the human part of the world, we feel safe, or at least I feel safe. You can still get shanked in London, but you're not gonna get shanked by a monster. You're gonna get shanked by a normal thug. So whenever you get to London, they play this specific track because the music is very tied to locations in this game, and it just instills this sense of security and I'm safe in me whenever I listen to it outside of the game even.
I would probably think that when I am shanked, already shanked, it wouldn't matter as much if I was shanked by a monster or a 12-year-old child with a crack problem. It wouldn't really. Why is it more scary to get shanked by a monster?
What did I miss?
No, we're talking about atmosphere and the music. So I guess.
Well, it's you'll notice it. There's actually a thing in the game called terror.
Okay.
Yeah.
How afraid you are of your surroundings. You can see it in the top left. You see this bar with a little skull in it.
Yeah.
When you're out sailing, especially in the dark, that will rise. If that gets to 100, bad stuff will happen. I won't spoil it. It's pretty, but it's bad. It can be game over. Whenever you get to London, you have options to decrease your terror. And a lot of the gameplay is actually managing your terror, because you want to be out sailing and exploring, but you'll gain terror doing so.
Yes.
So that's why I say you feel safe in London, because it directly well, reduces your terror.
Yup.
Yeah. Interesting.
But you can still get shanked in London, though.
Yeah. You can
Like from an in-universe
things-
standpoint, London
things
is
can
not
happen.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, from an in-game standpoint, London is pretty safe. But from an in-universe standpoint, London is very human, but that's not necessarily
A good
safe.
thing. Yeah.
Like
So-
there are better cities out there.
So is fear or terror, is that like gained by random encounters or
A little
just
bit
by
of everything. It's
Yeah, you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see when we get going. Are we in the recording phase, NG?
We're recording. Yeah.
So you press the button?
Oh, we've been recording all the time.
Oh, I see. I was gonna do a hey everyone and welcome to.
Well, we can
But I
do
guess
that.
if
We
we're-
can do that now if you want. Why not?
Nah,
Yeah,
not the
do
same.
it. Do it, man. Do it.
But now I got out of my groove. Hey everyone and welcome to episode 502 of my Let's Play of
energy.
Sunless Seas. Yeah, I'm doing. I'm being
you
ironic.
Could, or you could just do that like super hyperactive sort of. Hello, everybody. Blah 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 blah. Don't forget to click that like button. Blah blah blah. Comment and subscribe. No.
Smash that like button. Yeah.
Anyways.
No, I actually it's easy to make fun of that, but if that's your job, I
a
kind
lot
of
of
respect.
work.
Like
Yeah.
people's gotta do what they gotta do.
It's a lot of work, to be fair. Yeah. Alright, first of all, I think we should check our lodgings, where we live, because you can read the morning papers and gain some recent news. And
So to Amsterdam, we're currently in our house in London, and there we get some news that might be useful for us. And as you see, there's a lot of stuff that's locked. This will be more important later. London, even though we start here, there's not a lot of shit we can do here now. We will be in the future. But we have some important stuff to do, so let's get to it, NG.
yeah, we can also adopt a Blemmigan Gallivanter. That's one of the mascots, which is also better than our comatose ferret, which is absolutely awful. I hate that ferret.
Yeah, and you can do some stuff with the Blemmigan as well.
We can. A Blemmigan sits atop a splintered crate, clicking and whistling at captains as they come near. A polite bow. You extend your hand and the Blemmigan leaps on. Its tendrils entwine with your fingers and it chitters quietly. It meets your gaze and bobs its dome in greeting. It's very small. Is it old enough for naval service? You're pretty sure its mustache has been drawn on in pen in an attempt to look older. As you approach your ship's gangplank, the creature flutes and vibrates with apparent happiness. The bosun winces as you bring it aboard. You now have one of this, a Blemmigan Gallivanter.
So a Blemmigan is basically a creature. It's a mushroom creature with a painted-on mustache.
Yeah, really adorable.
Sure is.
Speak to it. There, you see a little bit of picture there,
Oh,
Yeah.
and you see the little pen.
See the mustache.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the not unnerving sharp teeth.
Yeah, this one is really friendly for being a Blemmigan.
Yeah. I mean,
Although, yeah.
I mean, spoiler warning. I haven't really had any bad experience with the Blemmigan so far, but again, I haven't really propagated them much either, so that could be exciting.
Oh, yeah. That's yeah. We'll get to that later, but that'll be
We'll get to
quite a
that.
lot later.
Let's see.
Yeah, let's just say that this Blemmigan is very far from home.
Can we? I see something about entertaining my your Birmingham.
It says
We can do it now, but I wouldn't.
Okay.
It's you can play with all your pets,
Yeah.
and stuff can happen. But generally, basically, we should do that when we are out of port and been sailing for a while.
Yeah, we can do that.
Most
Let's see.
yeah, we need to visit the Admiralty
That we do. There. Let's
in
see.
London.
There
We can take a passenger as well.
Yeah, we definitely should do that. Earn a little bit of extra echo. Visit the Admiralty's survey office. They'll pay for information from sea captains. Find out what and how. Let's see. The Admiralty's picket fleets and intelligence networks are long gone. The survey office pays sea captains a small sum for recent information. Ask if there's anything in particular they need. Well, if you can be assured of your discretion. This port. Speak to our agent here and return. We'll see that you're rewarded. So, they want us to travel to the Iron and Misery Company funging station, somewhere not far from home waters.
Yep.
So,
And this is the thing you should always ask, because it's... you'll notice it later, but the Admiralty always wants you to visit one port, and once you go there and come back, you can ask for another specific report, without actually giving them the one you have, which is interesting. You can save those in a way. And this is actually one of the better ways to earn money, just to
well, earning is my
travel around.
stretching it a bit, but it's at least covering the cost of fuel. So if you make sure that you gather intelligence from all the ports you're visiting, and sort of make this little loop, at least then you make sure that you're covering the fuel, which is nice.
Yeah, not make money, but you won't die from starvation either.
Speaking of which, we can check a passenger.
You could take a
Let's see. Someone on the docks wants to board your ship. Agree to carry the August travel writer to Gator's Morn. He's prepared to pay handsomely for transport and is keen to commission your ship specifically. Okay, that's not worrisome at all. Alright.
Yeah, this game is all about, when it comes to persons or characters you interact with, this game is all about adjectives. So when it says that this is the August travel writer, I don't know what August means in the English language.
It means like sort of like morose, type of, a little bit. I mean, kind of melancholy, but not like so far. But like a little bit of sort of a sad streak.
I thought it was just the name of the emperor.
Well, that too.
Yeah, and the month.
Yeah, the emperor.
Yeah, I think August means something in Latin as well. Well, yeah, victory or something like that. I don't know.
I thought that was just
according to Merriam-Webster, it's marked by majestic dignity or grandeur, as in her august lineage or an august mansion.
I wonder.
So instead of sad, this is kind of like grand. So this might be a guy who's a bit full of himself, or
maybe,
or speaks in very lofty terms.
In that case, I got the context all wrong. Let's see.
Who knows?
The August travel writer shakes your hand. His grip is distressingly strong. Thank you. It's Gator's Morn I'm bound for first, he says. I hear they. He hurries over to his stoker, who is carrying his streamer trunk up the gangplank. No need to trouble yourself. Give it here. Remember, Captain, Gator's Morn. I'll pay 150 echoes when we arrive. Alright, we're bound for Gator's Morn then.
Yeah. You don't know this when you start the game, but Gator's Morn is an interesting place.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like Tortuga of the Undersea. Without going into
basically
more detail, but yeah.
Let's see. I don't think we need to hire more crew, because we're gonna play it safe to begin with anyway. And more crew means more food to feed, more mouth to feed.
Also faster reload, I think, or something like that. But we can recruit people in other ways later.
What we should do though is offer passage to a tomb colonist, since we're heading northwards anyway.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and not to spoil it too much, but we might consider taking a visit to Mount Palmerston. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we definitely should pick up a tomb colonist.
Yeah.
An emigrant will pay with taken north to Venderbite, and off and on you go.
I can read this one.
Oh, do it, man.
It's oddly difficult to die in fallen London, but when a Londoner is too taddy and wretched to live, they wrap themselves in bandages and take ship for the tomb colonies. Your crew cart these ones aboard in padded coffins. They'll sleep here until the journey is done. The tomb colonist is in your hold. Take them north to the colony of Venderbite, and sell them there. So basically, in this world, or in this city particularly, people don't seem to die. You do age, and once you've just, lived your fill, you wrap yourself in bandages like a mummy and take a trip to Venderbite, called the Tomb Colonies, where others of your kind await you. It's a very, it's an, I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to be a metaphor or if it's like an in-universe thing. But Venderbite is a very melancholic place.
Yeah, it's a strange place.
It's dusty.
What should we call our ship?
Unsinkable 2.
Unsinkable.
Or indestructible.
Unsinkable.
We don't talk about the first
We
one.
don't talk about the unsinkable. There we go. Very good.
So yeah, Hamster, this is our ship. As you can see, we have a gun and we have a hold, and NG have clicked away.
Sorry.
Yeah, we have. We have. This is our specific ship. You can see some statistics there under the deck. Basically, we can shoot with the gun. We drive with the engine, and there's not much more to it. You can see that some of the slots are grayed out, the aft and the forwards. This is actually a very important thing because some ships don't have access to those. They're too small. Once we get more echoes, that is money, we can try to buy a larger ship and be able to do more stuff. However, when we upgrade to a larger ship, it's gonna eat more fuel.
Because
So
they
we'll need a sound.
engines, yeah.
Yeah, they need bigger engines. I actually did the math on that.
Of course you did.
It's but basically, we're gonna need a sound economy to be able to drive a bigger ship.
Yeah.
If you go to the shipyard, NG, we can show off the.
Yeah. Let's see. No, try the shipyard. Yeah, there it is. There we go.
Here is the catalog of ships. We are the second one. We can downgrade to the first one.
I've never done
Called,
that. I want to try that.
Stimulus class steam launch. I've done it. It's extremely dangerous because you have exactly 1 hit point.
Oh my god.
If you hit anything, you
I
die.
see. Oh my god,
You
I didn't
sink.
notice that. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You do get
So-
you do get 500 echoes though.
Yes, the problem is that your hold capacity is 5,
That's
and
nothing.
I think both fuel and food takes hold
They do,
hold
they-
capacity,
they
so you
do.
can't really travel anywhere.
So if you
Well-
want to play on hard mode,
Yeah, so
this is
there is probably a use for the Stimulus steam launch.
Yeah.
I think a specific place in the Untersea might want you to be as small as possible, but I've never done anything. Like, I've never discovered what you can do. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's a very specific thing you can accomplish. Or it might just be a joke. Like,
Could be.
you can do this, but you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Me neither, man. I haven't really figured. I mean, what's kind of funny though is that it has a deck slot, an auxiliary, bridge, and engines, the same as the one we're currently running in. But that
Yeah.
means it actually has a place for a gun, which seems
Yeah.
It
It also has an iron negative bonus, so it shoots worse.
It's like
It has a Veils bonus, but
it's very sneaky.
not a lot.
No, but a little bit.
I think what it's really good for is that it's very small, so you
Mm.
can fit in all manner of places. I think I went with the Lampard because it has a Veils bonus. It's the first
that
ship you
sounds
can
about
afford.
right. Yeah, it's Veils bonus of 10 and a mirrors bonus of 5.
Yeah, so this is like the sneaky ship
And
that
it's-
you can get
yeah.
early. There is a sneaker one, but it's very expensive.
Yeah. But this one is also very small. Its quarter size is 5. Ours, by comparison, is 10.
Yes, you don't want to lose crew while on this because if you get down to 2, I think it starts to lose speed very quickly.
If you go...
But it's a sneak ship. You
Yeah.
sneak around.
I think it's about half or maybe 1/4. I don't remember. I don't remember. But
Well, you also, if you look at the weight of the Lampard, that's the important. Well, what I thought of as the most important part, it's very light, which means that you'll use a third of the fuel that we use currently because you have
right.
a third of the weight.
you're right.
Which means that
Did not think
your
about that.
engine gives kind of more. You get more bang for your buck.
Right.
Which is what I really liked about the Lampard because it felt like I didn't have to buy fuel nearly as often because it was very
Right.
efficient. we go up, I'd actually like. I'd like to see how light is the little super small steamboat.
That one is probably super light.
No, it's not.
What?
It's 500.
It's
Well, that's a missed opportunity. They could have made it weigh nothing.
yeah, it's heavier than the lamp head. That's weird.
It's just worse.
Worse in every way.
There is.
Yeah.
Then if you go down more, the Force is like the first straight upgrade.
Yeah.
It's heavier, has more crew, is better at shooting, and you get forwards where you can put torpedoes.
Yeah. I never used torpedoes. It's like for me they just seem like an extra expense. But you can put other forward stuff on the forward deck.
There is guns as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can put guns there as well from a specific manufacturer.
This though, this is my this is the one that's always on my mind when I'm trying to grind for money. The Caligula class merchant cruiser, which is basically a cargo
Weighs
ship.
a ton. Yeah. You have a huge hole. So this one is when you're rich, because then you can move bulk goods. It would actually be fun to go to the surface with some specific goods later.
Yeah, absolutely. You can make a ton of on your, shall I say, exotic agriculture down in the Untersee.
Yeah.
And
the problem with that one is that it's quite expensive to run though, because it's heavy and slow.
With the right engine and with the right upgrades, it's not too bad. Yeah.
There is a specific right engine. But
I know which one you mean, but I not think about that one actually. But yeah, it's that one too. But there is one of the more powerful engines you can buy, which of course will eat more fuel, but combined with a what's it called? I don't remember, but it's one of the experimental things you can buy, which doesn't make you blow up when you push the engines. So I've never used that. I usually don't do overdrive because I don't buy that one. But yeah, I think with that one you can fly. You can go really fast. So it's kind of fun.
I've never done that.
And
then if you go down, we have the
frigate.
The battle frigate.
Yeah, I really
Journey
like it.
joined us.
Hey, Mr.
Journey.
Hello.
We're doing a let's play / let's read / podcast. Although we're not live because we want to do we're using the stream function in Discord, and streaming at the same time on Twitch is not working. But we are recording.
Have you ever played Sunless Sea?
Johnny?
Huh?
Have you ever
played Sunless Seas?
No.
Well, welcome to the living room, where Angie holds the control and we all look at the TV. We also get sidetracked a lot.
Oh yeah.
But we'll get to the actual game in a moment.
I really like the description of the Maynard class frigate. The backbone of the Royal Navy, when the Navy had a backbone.
Yeah, the descriptions in this game adds a lot.
I love the writing style, it's so great. And here's the big bad boy, the eschatologue. Or how do you say that? Eschatologue?
Who even knows what it is?
I don't know, but it's
huge.
Probably
some word.
It's huge.
It's the fighting ship. You can probably kill the hardest things with this ship.
Yeah.
But it costs an arm and a leg.
Yeah, man.
And it's as heavy as the trading cruiser though. So
is it? 5,000?
Yeah. Oh. That's the thing with the trading cruiser. It's as heavy as the biggest ship.
120 hull capacity, and the hull capacity on this one is actually pretty impressive as well. 100.
Yeah, basically once you get enough money, it's probably you'd want to upgrade to this, but you need so much echoes, and they are hard to get.
You do.
And you use them all the time.
Yeah. It doesn't require as much crew though. 30 versus it's quite a lot. But again, the trick is you don't really need full crew, because again, with full crew you need just more food, and if you don't have enough foods, you end up finding, shall we say, alternate food sources.
I think there's a song. One of the tracks in this game is named "Hull is Other People." Which kinda how you use the crew is basically they're more hit points in a way.
We're gonna stick the when you mention it, depends on what you're fighting though.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna stick the mascot. We're gonna replace the ferret with our Blemigan Gallivanter because screw that comatose ferret. I hate that ferret.
Yeah, we can also.
What's the story behind the comatose ferret? Why do you hate it?
You can talk to it. You can click on it.
We can talk to it. Let's see. There you are. Speak to. Alright. It lies across your desk like a lumpy scarf. Play with your ferret. Attract its attention.
I wonder what if.
Ouch.
So if that's a play on word to say "play with your ferret," it sounds like a very British innuendo.
Sounds kind of lewd, yeah, when you mention it. Ouch. The comatose ferret resents the disturbance. It springs to life like a figure in an enchanted painting in a story, sinking a sudden fang into her thumb. And we now have one terror. We had 0, now we have 1. This is why I hate the ferret. Fuck the ferret.
Yeah, but the writing on that, it sinks your fang like a figure in a picture in an enchanted story. Like just that writing is. It doesn't need to be that good, but it just is.
It is.
Like what just happened was negligible. We gained a terror, but the writing, still there. I don't think we have to do much more here.
The last thing we have to do is to We have to sell. Yeah, this one. We have to sell this one.
Yeah.
This is basically the tutorial book, and we don't need it. You're a veteran captain and require no more advice. Very well then. Sold. Someone else will better appreciate MDMO's work.
So, is this starting gear that you're getting rid of? Or
it's a tutorial. We just sold it.
Tutorial book. Yeah.
Yeah. They still give us hints though, even though we've sold it.
Yeah.
We can. I don't think we can go to the Rose Market, and we can't do anything with the submarine yet.
No.
I think we literally just have to leave. We can't even go to the university yet.
Set sail!
Set sail. Oh yeah, we'll need to buy more. We could buy more fuel and a little bit more supplies if we'd want to, but we don't have to.
No,
like we could probably go up north and
just deliver a tomb colonist, and maybe on the way down we can find Gators more, depending on how much fuel.
Okay, so off we go. As you drive, I can explain it to.
Oh, sorry.
Hamster. Yeah, you docked again?
I docked again. I forgot the buttons. There we go.
I think it's E. Yeah, it's E to dock.
There we go.
So, as you see in the top left, Hamster, our fuel is steadily ticking down. If engine would be so... This is... Yeah, NG, press L.
L? Oh yeah, that's
right. Yeah, as long as you are close to a light source, you don't need your light. If you look in the top left, as long as the terror is green or yellow, it's alright. If it goes red, turn on your light. I usually cruise around without my light, because I jump from these. Yeah. You can also look at the ships like, now our light is off. Well, now we're getting terror, now we're not. You saw that green light? That means that our crew is getting afraid. Here's the Hunter's Keep. We can stay here if we want to. I would just... it's up to you, NG.
I guess we can take it on the way down.
Yeah, the Hunter's Keep is interesting because it's, interesting people dwell there. If you also look in the top left, you can see we have food, but also sticking down. That's the goods. So we have like fuel and food are our two resources. Down on the left, you can see a logbook, and when it says discovered and 50 fragments gained, that's kind of like our experience. The bar above our logbook is our fragments. Once that bar is reached, once we fill it, we gain a secret, and the secret can be used to level up. It can also be used in other ways. NG has decided to fight for some reason.
Food.
This crab, and he's synced it. He can now either eat it for supplies or he can gain some fragments.
I think fragments. I think fragments is sensible.
So
because then we get secrets, and that's basically how we level up.
Yeah, dissect it for knowledge.
Dissect it for knowledge. Also, the crabs aren't really that dangerous.
As you can see, it says a low-risk challenge. The game now rolled a dice as we clicked that bottom, and we succeeded.
Yeah. You
set to work with your knives and acids. It is an undistinguished adolescent specimen, a megalops of one of the deep-sea crab species, but its eyes, normally vestigial in these troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. Yeah.
And on we go. We murdered.
Oh, this track is good though.
Yeah, it is. We murdered an
you-
adolescent crab. On we go. Remorseless, without regret.
If you look at the top right, you see these numbers, although I can't see them because the
Top right.
quality went to shit for some reason.
Yeah, I can't see any numbers.
Well, it's
NG.
Yeah.
Have your...
Oh,
It's weird because the middle of the screen is alright, but the
Yeah.
top part is worse.
I paused the
Yeah.
And
game.
it's giving me... Yeah, it's giving me a warning about your internet connection.
And now you turn into a
Network
robot.
connection.
Hold on, maybe if I swap the server away from the States. Hold on. We'll try Europe again. There we go. There we go. Is this better? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you, but the quality is still pretty bad.
Maybe
might-
let's see if
might-
if you start moving your ship again. Let's see.
Yeah. Are you doing something else with your computer?
I don't think so.
So it's just Steam, Discord, and
Guess I could just lock web browser. Steam isn't downloading anything, I think.
it shouldn't. It usually pauses stuff when you're in a game.
Yeah, I have some settings where it ignores that, but no, it's not downloading. I don't think. No, it's not downloading.
Well, I guess we'll just continue.
Uh-oh.
No, that was just NG making a sound. Okay.
System 32 is
Oh, it's
crap.
way better now. It's way better.
Yeah, it goes ups and downs. In the top right, you can see these numbers. Those are our... Well, if you've ever played D&D, those are like strength, dexterity, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they're very their own. They have interesting descriptions.
We have
Iron.
iron, which is currently on 26, with capital letters, destroy! Increase the damage your attack do. We also have mirrors, which our current value is at 28. Detection and perception. The higher your mirrors, the quicker you can find a firing solution in combat. Also very helpful. Next is veils, which we have a bonus in for starters because we selected the street urchin background. Speed, stealth, deception. Decreases the range at which enemies will spot you. Also super duper useful. Pages is at 27. Esoteric and occasionally practical knowledge. And hearts is basically our constitution. Inspire, heal, and defend. Yeah, it's a little,
Yeah.
it's a little
Most
bit
of
of everything.
those attributes both have like a physical and a mental component.
Yes, and also sometimes they're just kind of like veils is sneakiness. So if we're on an island and suddenly pirates appear and we elect to sneak around them, we'd have to make a veils challenge. So when we dissected that crab, we made a pages challenge because it asked for our knowledge. And those challenges can be near impossible or they can be very easy. This is because they are based around a certain range. If you have 100 pages, like or intelligence is 100, and we made that easy challenge, we would succeed every time because we have over the max limit. Like we can't low roll because we have such a bonus. So that's why the stats are super important to get up. Even though it said, for example, iron destroy, your shooting does more damage. That's actually a secondary thing. What iron is actually used for is for the challenges you face. Because if you fail in certain challenges, the consequences can be, well,
Interesting.
yeah, all manner of things can happen.
Oh yeah.
But and for certain, well, quests, the game doesn't tell you this, but you'll need quite high stats.
We have arrived in Vendor Bites. The trouble with tomb colonists. You brought this decaying immigrant north. Now what? Help out an immigrant. Your tomb colonist passenger yanks off her bandages. She looks remarkably healthy for a tomb colonist. I'm not as dead as I look, she confesses, and I won't get ashore without your help. Yes, the constables are looking for me back home. Is that a problem? So that's one of the choices we have. The other choice is make no promise of discretion. Keep your nose clean, you'll drop her off at the dock as you promised, and after that, it's her problem. Well,
I'm always voting for helping out an immigrant.
yeah. Also, hello, Mr. Goose. Welcome. We are doing a Let's Play / Let's Read / podcast / living room simulator.
Sounds like kind of Dungeons and Dragons. Like if something happens and do this, roll, and
Yeah, not too far off actually. So both me and Cosima has played this game somewhat extensively, both of us, and we're basically enjoying this game together. And then you fellows came along, which is super nice.
Yeah, if we imagine us being on the ship, Angie is the captain, and I guess I'm, I don't know, the engineer or something.
Yeah.
Aboard.
Yeah.
come on.
And
I agree with
yeah,
with Hamster. I'd also help out an immigrant, especially since we are a street urchin. Like we have no love for the law.
We have no love for law. We have no qualms about helping someone out, especially if they might help us out. So yeah, we're gonna help out the immigrant. Muffled oars. You slip your furtive passenger past the skin checkpoint and the confirmation of consolation. Thanks, Captain. She remarks casually. Let me teach you a couple of tricks, just in case you do this again. And here's a little hush money. So we get a few traits here, which will sort of further define our character. One of them are you brought a criminal to Venderbite and assisted her. We also gain one more Veils to our little sneakiness stat, so our new total is 51. We gain 200 Echo, which I really like. Money is always nice. And we now have 1 Menaces, Suspicion. And we lost the Tomb Colonist cargo.
Yeah, I'd like to point out, you slip your furtive passenger past the skin check post and the confirmation of consolation. Like, what would that be? Did they check
I don't know, man.
skin of the dying Londoners?
It's a sort of really, really depressing, like, elderly care. Where
It's
they,
like
where they don't
Papers,
care.
Please.
Yeah.
But for the dying. Like,
yeah, for the
show-
undying. The
Yeah,
not dying.
So yeah, we've helped a living person to access Venderbite.
For
which
reasons-
apparently is
For reasons unknown.
yeah.
But we got money, so who cares?
When it says there menaces, suspicion, so menaces are basically threats. You do something unsavory, and you build up menaces. You also, if you get addicted to, well, drugs, and or if you acquire a very peckish and particular taste in red meat, you can also build up menaces. And these are not in themselves dangerous, but once you start to build them up, they start to get dangerous. And it's one of the lose conditions if you have too many menaces, or when you have too many menaces, stuff and things can start to happen that are really bad. So generally you want to avoid them, but 1 or 2 are fine. And some of them you can get rid of pretty easily. Like I think this one is just, it's gonna wear off with time. As they see that we don't do more criminal stuff, and I don't think they're gonna do anything to us with just 1. But once we get
usually
5,
yeah, I
so.
don't know. I never really built up much menaces, but usually the one sort of very easy interaction, sort of just, or it depends a bit what you have in your cargo. But again, that will happen when it happens. We'll see.
Yeah.
And let's see. Our visit to Venderbite continues. Alright, I'm just gonna get rid of this submariner tutorial. I understand, yes, done. Because I already done that, and it's not very immersive. Anyways, the tomb colonies of Venderbite. On deck, you can hear the sound of 1,000 bandaged dead make as they shuffle and cough. It's something like the world's most restless concert audience, or the world's most plague-ridden cathedral. Alright.
The picture here is great.
Oh yeah.
It's the dry and dusty caves.
Yeah, man.
Assist the specialized collector we can do once we've acquired basically submarine parts.
Ah, right.
Weak call for help is the same. A dusty glass of wine. I think we need more terror.
Yeah, we're feeling pretty snug at the moment. The morale is good among the crew.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not too afraid of the deep dark.
We could explore,
Explore vendor bite.
Yeah.
So that green picture, which is a bit hard to see, but it's basically a picture of a house or a cave, is whenever we're out at sea. You see, if you look to the left of our logbook, you see that little light is glowing. The engine, not something awaits you at port. Once we've been at sea for enough time, when we go back to port, stuff and thing can happen.
Yep.
But if we, for example, do something now, then go out at sea and immediately come back, nothing would happen because time wouldn't have passed. So the game kind of keeps track of time passing in this way. It's a trigger that happens. So, for example, you see gather gossip has the same symbol, something awaits in port. So we'll have
no, actually not. It's
Oh,
not. No,
that's the
that is-
report.
that is the report. Yeah. But
Well, we could imagine, for example, that it would be the same symbol because in many ports it is. You basically have
that's
to
right.
choose what do you do in this port for this
Yeah.
this stay. And the other picture there for Explore Vendor Bite is the bandage poisoneer,
yeah.
which is a kind of cook.
Yeah.
He's a lovely man.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. Well, I think we're gonna explore vendor bites. Let's see. Here they favor candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swagged like cobwebs. The tomb colonists stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture, until they laugh or cough. One building in 3 seems abandoned. A corkscrewed street. As the twisted tip of an odd little side street, welcoming yellow light glows from the gilt-lettered windows of a restaurant. A sign reads, "Vengeance of Jonah."
Come on.
A beefy tomb colonist bustles up. A grey mustache pokes impertinently out from under his bandages. Come in, come in. A bandage
Impertinently.
A bandage poisoner at Venderbite seeks passage with a Z captain sympathetic to the intrepid cuisine. And the something awaits you at port thing has came out. That's all for
Basically,
now. Yeah.
Yeah, we've used it, and we've lost terror.
Yeah. He's apparently pretty friendly.
Yeah, the Vengeance of Jonah is a food place.
It's a cramped little place, but much better lit than most places in the tomb colonies. The scents of dishes are multitudinous and extraordinary. Are they good? They might be. They might be good. It's difficult to tell.
So this is a place where we can reduce terror for coin, and this is one of the reasons why you need money, called Echo in the game, because it's the only reliable reason to get rid of terror is to pay to get it basically you have a nice time and you forget the terror. We can also recruit him, but he's very expensive.
He's very expensive, especially for us now. But it's good to know that he's here. I also don't think we should bother with paying off our terror, mainly because it's so low at the moment.
Yeah.
But secondly,
You're fine.
it's expensive as well.
But I think it's pretty good. It's actually different ports are different. Well, some places are really expensive and you don't lose much terrors. Others can be expensive, but you do lose terror. And I think the Vengeance of Jonah is all right. It's one of the better places.
It also has a little bit of a random factor to it, if I remember, because it depends on the dish and also what type of... Yeah, because it challenges your hearts, I think.
Yeah, lots of food stuff is connected to hearts. Consume.
This one is interesting, though. Visit the first curator.
Yeah, this is a very long quest.
This is a long one. Z captains. The first curator gives audience. The first curator is responsible for the preservation of the tomb colonies. It has been here much longer than London, like all the oldest tomb colonists. But even tomb colonists dissolve in the end. It's time to close.
Its time is close.
Its time is close. Yeah.
Time to close on up,
Ooh.
boy.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
We don't take kindly to your types around here, boy.
No more light, the obsequious steward cautions you. The curator is terribly afraid of moths. He opens the door and you step into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamplighter bees buzz in a latticed ivory tube.
Oh my god.
There is no other source of light. And then... yeah, it's dramatic, man. The reading
One of
is
these reading
amazing.
games.
Let's see.
Yeah, this is a reading game.
I'm gonna set the mood. A bandaged shape, no larger than a child, lies crumpled in a couch.
It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of bees. Let's see. Listen to a whispered request. See, Captain, Silkskin, not much left of me. I will go into the Grand Sanatorium. Bring me colors. 7 colors. Pay. Well, that is.
Well. Yeah, let's listen to his request.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Let's hear what he has to say, guys. Huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
For some reason your screen
7
doesn't
colors.
really work for me.
This is very ASMR.
It is, man. Cosmogon, Irigo, Pelican. Steward has list. Find them here and there across the wide Black Sea. Well, thank you for that little addition, Mr. Jordy. A pleasure as always. All right. Okay, so
I like the coughing
ask-
look at ASMR. I like that.
Ask about the Grand Sanatorium.
yeah, man.
I mean, it fits in Venderbite. There's a lot of coughing.
One hears the name whispered here and there in the arcades of Venderbite. A long, low chuckling. Oh, Silkskin, you don't want to know. The chuckling becomes a cough. We don't die here below. Not unless we go to Z. So we need something else. Somewhere to end. Well, that's not disturbing at all.
Yeah, it's actually there's a really interesting thing here with moths. There's a very good reason why he's very afraid of moths. I mean, he's basically made of paper with all these bandages and moths.
But there is another reason, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, there is another reason, but I think
Right.
we'll get it later.
Yeah, we'll
but,
get it,
yeah,
yeah.
this isn't really spooky scary. This is just more like mysterious.
Yeah.
And, but I mean, he's a lovely guy.
Oh, yeah. Real charmer.
I found some of the colors, but mostly by accident. But I've never found them all.
Dude, same. This is one of the few missions where I haven't really checked the wiki because this one I want to get.
This is just you just accidentally step over something and the game tells you, yeah, this is a color.
Oh.
Because the colors, well, we can if we accept the commission, I think.
We're definitely gonna accept the commission. Thank you, this poor flesh. Thirst for colors, and off we go. No more words. It collapses, rustling back into the couch. Even the effort of speaking seems to have diminished it a little. The audience is over. As the door opens, it shrinks from the finger of light that reaches across the floor. It shrinks, I mean. Outside, the obsequious steward nods. The book. Yes, the book. He hands you a slim, illustrated volume. The curator is old as dust. We will all be grateful if you do it this one last favor. And here is a bunch of apparent gibberish. Neat, bro. Lyric, yeah.
So if you hover over the neat bow, look for children. It's at the top.
Oh, there, yeah.
One up.
Oh, yeah.
A book for children. One page is devoted to each of the colors of the neat, which are not found on the surface.
Mysterious.
So, and then if you hover over each of the colors, you'll get basically a tip.
Yeah, a slight of a kind of a hint.
So Apicon is the blue of memory and brightest coral. I think I found this one. Cosmogone, the color of remembered suns, the fecund, the foetid, the fungal. These flourish in the glow of Cosmogone. G is for Gant. No, G is lost in Gant, which remains when all other colors are eaten. Gant can be found where shadows are myriad. E is for Irigo. No one remembers why. Irigo colors the forgotten corners of home. P drones in Peligin, the color at the deepest sea. Someone has scrawled in the margin. I think this one was too hard, so they gave an extra tip. Someone has scrawled in the margin, beyond the gate there is a sea more sunless.
Whoa.
Which is a phrase that you'll encounter every now and then. It's one of the great mysteries of the undersea.
Mm.
There are some others. The Dawn Machine
Oh,
is
that
another
one
of
is
his
weird. That
mysteries.
one is weird. And
yeah,
I
it's
haven't figured that one out yet either, so it's like, ugh. That place freaks me out, man.
Mm-hmm.
V marks violent. When blood is shed in a spired place, violent ink is employed for the most desperate treaties.
I have a small suspicion where that is, but I haven't found it yet.
Well, there is definitely a spire, but so yeah, most of them can mean many things. But one of them, for example, mentioned corners and forgotten, which makes me think of one of the corners of the world, which is a place connected to memory.
Oh, there is one.
But, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one is weird. They're all weird, but that one is weird.
Yeah, we've already been there, apparently. We just don't remember it.
Ugh, stop, man. Give me the shivers.
So, yeah,
And the
this is
last
a
color.
thing that we'll have to remember every now and then. Whenever we get stuff that could be connected to the colors, we basically just have to right-click them and see. And then the game can tell us that, hey, this is a color. And we can always bring stuff back to this guy and he'll tell us. Like, if we have a color in our inventory, he'll just say, oh, I noticed you have this and that. Could you give it to me? And he'll give us some gold. And once we've completed it, something happens, but I don't know what.
Yeah, me neither. I have never completed that mission. And the last
I think it
color
takes
is
forever.
Yeah.
Because you need to do a lot of stuff to get the colors.
Then we have the last color, Mr. Cosimo.
Oh. Vitric. Behind your mirror, V names Virik, the color of shallow sleep. That's probably connected to one of the entities that affect this place. I think they're called... Is it dream worms or something?
Oh.
Basically, mirrors are very dangerous in this world because behind the mirrors lives creatures that are not necessarily benevolent.
No.
And they have an effect on the people in this world. But yeah, mirrors bad, basically.
Mirrors bad.
Dreams are also bad.
Yeah, don't fall
Everything
asleep.
is
Don't
bad.
fall asleep next to a mirror. No.
Yeah, that's specifically. I think we should just gather gossip.
Yeah, and then we can be on our way, I think. There's not much there to do. I did realize, though, that the one thing we should have done in Fallen London was to buy as many casks of mushroom wine we could and sell them here for a slight profit, but I forgot.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. We can always check the sell and buy.
But for now, we shall gather gossip. And, yeah. Who's plotting what out in the tomb colonies? Along the coast of the Untersea, it's remarkably hard to die. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become tomb colonists and settle here in bandaged peace. But they don't give up their ties to home or their politics. You gather a haul of complex clues, enough to keep your contacts in London interested. Alright.
You can also go to the shipyard. This is actually the only place outside of London that has a ship.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
second place, actually.
Oh yeah, there's another, but that one is
That doesn't really
technically
count.
that one was for pre-ordering the
Yeah.
game or so, but then they just gave it to everyone
Yeah.
anyway. So I think we also have access to it. But if you show detailed information on this one,
Let's see.
this one is really good. It has, it doesn't
wow.
have the aft on the ship slots, so I don't think you can put the go really fast module in. But otherwise, this one is a great ship. It's not as good as the fighter, but it doesn't weigh as much, and it has a bonus to everything. Its quarter is also very low. So this is like it's basically, as it says, it's a yacht.
Yeah. A vessel for diplomats, merchants, and wealthy spies.
It's
It's like our ship, just better.
It's the Cuban drug lord ship.
Because yacht is a Dutch word for boat, for like fancy boat.
Yeah.
Yacht is used in English as well.
Yeah.
Basically for big fancy boats.
Yeah,
Ah,
same in
so
Norway.
I thought it
Same
was
in
like
Norway.
yacht. Oh, okay. Never mind then.
It might probably come from Dutch or some other language. It doesn't sound very English.
No, it's German.
I
Dutch
mean,
comes
yeah.
from Germanic language, and German comes from Germanic language, and Dutch comes also from Germanic language, but the Germanic language itself is older. And English, is parts English and French.
Yeah, English is Anglo-Saxon, so I mean it's
Yeah.
Technically Germanic and then Norman and whatever. We could sell our news here, but I wouldn't. They are
No,
more useful at other places.
Yeah, maybe at the Sisters, I think.
The Sisters, or if we go even further north, I think those people will be interested in it, actually.
I mean, we could always... I mean, we'll definitely go north and then a little bit to the east, I think. Just,
yeah, I think we'll hit 1 or 2 more ports, possibly
Yeah.
3, but we'll have to buy more supplies by then. But yeah, so collective remembrance, mushroom wine can be sold here.
Yeah.
It can't be bought here, but it can be sold here for exactly 33. Or is it 23?
23 it says. It costs
Yeah.
it costs 20 to buy them at the Wolfstack exchange.
So you barely even make a profit,
Yeah.
but you do make one. But if we ever find or are rewarded casks of mushroom wine, we know that they are always worth roughly 20 echoes, so they can be sold
I
here.
think there's one place that sells for 24, but I'm not sure. I think all in all, mushroom wine is a pretty like stable traders.
I think it's the cheapest thing to buy and the cheapest thing to sell. So you make the least, but it's not
reliable.
hard to
It's
come by.
reliable. Yeah. If you got
It's
the
also
cargoes-
legal.
and it's not illegal either. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, to actually make money from trading in this game, you kind of have to do it with illegal goods, but those are very hard to come by.
Fuck it. Sorry.
Oops.
Ooh, what's happening?
You're fighting.
Oh yeah. Oh,
If you put your light on them,
Yeah,
you'll
you'll
recharge
firing,
your gun faster. Yeah.
but they'll see me better as well. Bang. 68 out of 75. Yeah, we can take a couple more hits. This one I think is. I think
We
we're
either
just.
reduce hunger, we don't even gain food, the hunger bar just goes to 0. or
Oh,
we
that's
look like a
right.
bearer.
Yeah, that's right. We don't get supplies for it. Well, we might as well just eat them.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, I think so. Oh shit, we gain one. No, we get one supply. Yeah.
We
get-
did.
Yeah, but we also gain 1 terror. But again, it's just 1. It's fine. It's just bats. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine. It's
I think
bats.
whenever we go to London, our terror is set at 50,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Another thing with the light, you want to flick it on occasionally, because if you see here, you discovered Pickett's Bluff because we put our light on it.
That's right.
And we get experience whenever we discover stuff. You can actually discover stuff that's so deep in the terrain on land,
That you can
which you
only
would
find
only
it,
get
yeah.
if you have your light right next to it. But this doesn't matter. It's like
I mean, it's worth the fragments just to get that, get those sweet secrets. But
yeah, I think if you want to play this game quickly, you'd actually want to be the poet or
Why
whoever
would
it
you
is
want
that
to have
gains.
the light on at all times?
Sorry.
Because it takes more fuel.
Yeah, it
if you
eats
look at
fuel.
the top left, it
Ah,
eats
yes,
fuel.
yes.
So how much fuel goes from the engines is basically how heavy our ship is and how big the engine is. But the lamp always eats a fraction of our fuel. It's like 1% every second. So it...
See, so far we spend a total of 3 fuel traveling this length.
yeah, this is the
Yeah.
map.
Yeah.
This map is great. It changes every time you play.
Randomly generated.
It's
It's
procedurally
awesome.
generated, but kind of still in a set limit.
Yeah, there's
so
like
stuff will always be
yeah, there's like a
in a
vague
specific area.
vague general area, but it's never the same, which I love. It's so fun.
Yeah, which makes the game great to it adds to the replayability because this game is actually about exploration,
Yeah.
especially when we go into the unknown. But for example, Wenderbite will always be north of London, and
Yeah,
this
that one is
place
fixed.
will
That
always
one is
be
fixed.
north of. Yeah, it's fixed, but the distance is not fixed. It can be closer or further away.
No, Venderbite I think is always the same.
Don't believe so.
I'm fairly certain it is, but I'm not gonna bet my head on it.
I think it can be a little further away or a little closer because, but I'm not sure.
No, I think it's if I recall correctly, it's the along the western coastline, the places are fixed, and I think as well on the southern, because that's where you have the coastline. But the rest of it, like over here,
Oh, oops.
that is randomly generated. So Mount Palmerston, which is somewhere around this area.
I don't think we can see your mouse on the map for some reason.
I see it on my... No,
I don't see it on Discord.
maybe not. Well, okay, never mind. But the thing is, the western line and the southern line, I think the places are fixed. I think. But again,
We'll find
that's
out.
just what I remember. I might remember wrong.
So this is Wither. Strange place.
Mm-hmm.
A chilly city beside a waste of salt. Behind the great behind the great arch over the bay, the pale waste is stretched, white and silent as the face of the moon. From here, you might almost imagine they were snow. North of the city, the salt pools fizz with unlikely color.
That is interesting.
Whether we can explore it, we can gather intelligence, and we can have shore leave. Shore leave reduces terror, although I would not recommend it in Wither.
No.
But we have good veils, but
Yeah. Also,
Wither is
it's
weird.
Also, it's really expensive.
Yeah. Also, if you go to the shop, Wither is interesting because you can buy muter salt.
That's right, and we need 5 sea stories for that.
Yeah.
That is
These stories is not too hard to come by, but
It's
they can
fairly
be
common.
converted to all kinds of stuff. So I made the mistake of always converting my sea stories to other stuff.
Yeah, I did that too once.
But here you see that since our quest right now is to get a muter salt to London and give it to this crack kid, we should probably save our sea stories.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we need 5 pieces.
There's another shop as well, the Hunter's Cage, where we can sell other stuff.
Stygian ivory is a really nice trade good as well, while we're on the subject. But none of these at the moment is something we want to buy.
Yeah, the thing here that we can
Or
sell is
sell.
we can sell supplies that we buy with money, but instead of money, we gain Tales of Terror.
Yeah.
And whenever, if in a point of the future, if we had lots of money, we could actually do this if we needed Tales of Terror. This is one of the places where we can gain basically a lore. Well, we can gain like a lore object for money, kind of, which is pretty rare in this game. So it's good to know about them.
There's not much going on here except gather intelligence and explore the town. I think we're gonna gather intelligence first, just to get it out of the way. The citizens of Wither enjoy questions, so much so that they always answer a question with another question. This can make intelligence gathering frustrating. Are you asking for any particular reason? At what time of day? Is that your hat? Might it be 6? It could be 6. Eventually you cobble together enough implication and supposition to compose a report. You now have one of this, a port report of Wither. And done. And explore the town. Wither is a quite chilly town of grey stone and closed courtyards. The people are neither exactly unfriendly nor exactly hospitable. They have the irritating habit of answering a question with a question. Here and there are odd sides tucked away. A contest of riddles. Oh, this one. Okay, yeah. So this is an event that sort of can happen lots of places. Fisher folks, sailors, a shady couple of likely pirates, and is that a drowny down by the water's edge? They sit around a fire at the sea's edge, passing around a bottle of something viciously black. Viscously or viciously?
Viciously. I think.
Viciously black.
Vigorously.
Nice, that's a C. Viscous.
I think
viciously.
it's viscous because it's a
right.
liquid.
Yes,
Yeah.
Viscous is like slow moving. So
Yeah,
it's basically,
right.
they're basically drinking tar, actually.
Thick. More thick. Viscous is more thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're wagering on riddles. Will you join them? We can either walk away because riddles are for children, or we can bet an echo on one of the simpler riddles. It's a tough challenge though, we're not very smart.
Yeah, it's a 30-70 split.
Yeah. Seek a real challenge for 10 echoes. Here's a sardonic woman with a pair of matched knives, a silver hoop earring and a Connaught accent. She has a real riddle. Attempt one of the riddles of Pearl. At the Fathom King's feast, the guests challenge one another to answer these riddles. You need not pay the penalty they do, but you will need to stop up 100 echoes to challenge the drowning. Attempt one of the great riddles of Ireme. Who is this in lion-colored furs at the firelight's edge? I carry one of the great riddles of Ireme, she intones. Her eyes glisten. 1,000 echoes against a jewel from the pillared sea. Yeah, we can't afford
Oh,
either of these.
No, we could do the easy one. but
Yeah, we
don't
could do
have
the easy
to.
one. I'm willing to do
So a
the easy one.
drownee is basically a person who has drowned. They're not dead, but they're not human anymore. The Phantom King is the king of the drowned ones. He is, he's a likable fellow. He's quite mysterious. He's not from here. He's from another place.
Yeah.
We probably meet him later. Irene is
Strange,
a
disturbing
place.
place.
Yeah, it's I always forget, but it's one of the weirder places. And I think Irene might be the memory place, but I'm not sure.
I think it
It
is.
might also be the Ice Spire place because those two are like
They're
great mysteries, but yeah.
they're usually really close, yeah. But I think Irene is the dream / memory place. Anyways,
Yeah, it's
we're
a spooky place.
it's yeah, kind of weird. But yeah, we're definitely gonna try the one echo bet because we're cheap. One of the fishermen is bursting to try it. A cat's shadow. The fisherman grumbles, but pays up. We succeeded. We gained 1 echo, and we also gained 10 fragments. So that's cool. We are slowly increasing our fragments to increase our pages. No, secret. So yeah, success. And
Yeah, the more
that's
pages
it.
we have, the more we increase our secrets. We could head north from here. I don't think we'll find anything, but we could. We could also head to the east or northeast because usually there's a place pretty close to this one.
I think we can afford. I think we can afford to go north and then east. Because
Sure, I mean we haven't really played much. So if we die, we die.
Yeah, right. And besides, if we're lucky, we might meet upon Mount Palmerston fairly quickly. And if we're running low
Well,
on fuel,
Palmerston is well in my game it was very it was almost in the middle of the map, so it's very far to the east.
yeah.
However, there is one place in the north of the map that's always there. It's the gate to the north.
that one is weird.
Yeah, and then there's the answers place, which is usually pretty close to the questions place. So we were just
wait.
at a questions place, and
Oh.
usually to the east of that is the answers place.
I forgot that we have the sea bat.
Oh yeah, it said. True.
Yeah, man,
I
that's
forgot as
super
well.
helpful. I completely forgot that. Yeah, Codex to the. Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
to Codex,
So Codex is the answer place.
and it's really close by. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Codex.
It's
If I remember
so
correctly,
strange
the port
It's on the
is.
south.
Yeah, there it is.
So you remember how that last port had all the people asking questions?
Well,
Well, they
yeah.
don't particularly like when people start answering those questions. So they exiled those people and others, and
that's
they now
right.
dwell here on Codex,
That's
the place of
right.
answers. But what are the questions?
Codex, an Isle of Answers. Take it away, Cosimo.
The Isle of Codex. Codex, a desperate cave full of mute exiles and an inexplicable colony of shivering, bad-tempered monkeys. We can agree to a damper quest if we have a submarine. We can acquire the doomed monster hunter. This took me a long time to realize, but those we don't actually really want. They are very specific in what you do with them, and they are very expensive. They are actually ammunition.
Yeah. It's so
You-
weird. It's so weird.
You can shoot them at a monster, dealing huge amounts of damage, but the price is it's so high. Like a Searing Enigma is very hard to get, and you get one shot because you get one doomed monster hunter.
Yeah.
You can find them all over the sea. They cost different things, or they all search for different things.
Yeah, there's different ways to acquire doomed monster hunters, but yeah, this Searing Enigma is one of the more expensive ones, I think.
Yeah, Searing Enigma is connected to the. Well, it's not necessarily connected to the Dawn machine, but
There's some aspect to it.
yeah, I think it has like the light aspect. But basically, information is dangerous. You can actually know too much in this game, and you'll get punished for it. But yeah, there's not much to do here for now.
We can compile
We
a
can
port
compile
report
a-
and that's it.
Yeah.
No one will speak. This is a challenge. Silently forthright. The exiles see many come, fewer leave. Some are even willing to communicate, but their gestures are unfamiliar. The meaning's unclear. Even when you can understand, these are answers without questions, as useless as a key without a lock. And yeah, we now have a port report of Codex.
So Codex is a place where we can't really do anything for now, but whenever we ask for the Admiralty if they need strategic information, one of the places they can send us is Codex, so it's good to know where it is. In addition, some quests might also send us here, and other stuff can happen. But I don't know, Codex is just like a stop of the way, I
Yeah.
guess. And now we get the mysterious music. The sailing music. Mount Palmerston has a very specific set of music that I don't like, so...
It's very
once we
dramatic.
hear-
It's very dramatic.
Yeah, once we hear the dramatic music, we know.
Oh, and speaking of which, this is Mount
Here it is.
Palmerston. No, it's not. This is the... No,
Oh, this is the church!
Oh, the church. Oh,
The-
there. Chapel of Lights.
It's the Chapel of Lights. They have a very peculiar taste.
They do.
Peckish, even.
Mm.
There's also the well. You can see it on the map. It's
Yeah.
huge. It's. I think it's pretty important. It's the well of the well of forgetting. I think something like that.
Yeah, there is one of the officers who... these are one of the many places where you either can find him or he wants
yeah.
to go.
I've
he's a
actually I've
strange
tried
one.
that.
He's a
It's
strange one.
hard. The sigil-ridden navigator.
Mr. Cousin?
Okay. Chapel of Lights. Furtive faithful gather in the shadows between the many candles. A bell tolls in the chapel tower. Cracked iron laughter. Beware. The isle is full of voices. We can eat of the chapel's bounty. A smiling priest unlocks the door of the storehouse for you. Here, he says, eat, but take nothing away with you. We can also give a nightmare to the well.
We don't have any nightmares to give, but...
No, but this is one way to get rid of a menace. However, we gain a wound, which is another menace.
Yeah.
So this is a very last-ditch solution. We can also eat, but I would advise against eating.
Yeah,
Personally, I don't, but it's a place we can go to acquire a certain taste.
Indeed. I think we'll acquire that taste on our own if necessary.
If we have to. I usually
If we have
avoid it.
Yeah, me too. Me
but-
too. I mean, the crew is somewhat expendable, but not that expendable.
Yeah. So basically, if you're peckish, you've developed a taste for cannibalism.
Yeah.
But it's never said. It's only implied.
Gather intelligence. What occurs here between the darkness and the light? Well, good question. Let's find out.
Minimum.
A smiling priest in a red cassock tends the chapel. The congregation are shy of light. They come and go in little ships, and it's strangely difficult to count them. Perhaps some of them are imaginary. Still, you know the name of a ship or two. You now have one port report. The Chapel of Lights. Alright.
We can check the shop
There's no shop.
and the shipyard. And there's no shop. And this is dangerous, basically. This is not the place we'd want to get stranded on because they don't sell fuel. Most places usually sell fuel and food at like a basic shop. It's very expensive, but you can buy. But this place doesn't. I think we could head south or north. If we head north or east, it's up to you, NG. If we head south, we can go to the fungal place. If we head north, we might find the gate. And if we head east, we'll basically find Mount Palmerston sooner or later. Or we
Well, I
could,
think maybe
buy fuel.
south actually is the better option if we want to play it safe. We are running dangerously low on fuel if we want to make a safe return journey to London.
Yeah,
I
we could
think
go
that-
try
yeah.
to find the fungal colony, which
Yeah.
is also where I think we have a quest to go.
Luckily, we have a lot of terror to spare, so we're gonna skimp on fuel and let the crew well, taste the paranoia of the dark undersea. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
shine your
maelstrom.
light on the maelstrom. Yeah, because those give experience.
Yeah. I will let the bat do some searching. Hey, Shepherd Isle. Lovely.
Yeah, let's go to that. That's
See, I have to mark it first. There we go.
that's
Yeah,
another-
okay, cool.
well,
Straight
it's
south. Lovely.
That's an interesting layout then. It means the fungal place can be. I don't know if it's going to be straight south or if it's going to be where it's going to be exactly. But so this is basically now we are in London's sphere. The chapel is questionable if it pays homage to London or if the fate of the Red Priest is its own thing.
Oh shit. Oh, that one we do not want to be seen by. That one we are not powerful enough to deal with that.
But the Shepherd Isles probably pay some kind of like they are.
Oh yeah, they give you port reports, but it's like maybe 10 echoes, maybe 5. I think. I'm not sure, but it's like nothing.
What we can do here is tell stories. Sheep,
Yeah.
lichen, and something else. Shepherd Isles. Of course, the bearded watchman tells you. There are no actual shepherds on the Shepherd Isles. Sheep are mostly illegal here. No, indeed. It's just the name of the gentleman that found the islands. Greybirds stirring in the village square nod solemnly. No sheep, one says. But plenty of tales. Ask us anything.
Alright.
And here we actually have to choose, because this is one of the places where we can choose to do one thing, but not
Yeah.
all. And I think we can always get the port report, though.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one doesn't. That one will be there all the time because it doesn't require.
Oh, we can pick up the sigil-ridden navigator here if we like.
Dear, how much does it cost? 50? Well, at least
I
we
would
know
go for
he's here. You wanna go for it?
He's not always here. He's here sometimes.
Hmm.
Other times he's not. I would pick up because we have a lot of port reports. We'll get paid when we get them.
That's true. That's true. Might as well. And we navigator gives a bonus to something. Mirrors
Well, it says there.
and veils. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's a first officer. And I don't think... Here's another little tidbit. Sometimes you'd like to be prepared to pick up officers, because some of them might have problems that they want you to deal with immediately, or there'll be consequences.
Oh.
So I don't actually know. If you look at the sigil-ridden navigator, it actually tells you... if you look at the very left, no more than one sigil-eaten navigator. Then it says the coins, and then in the middle, he's called sigil-ridden navigator.
And that's
it
his
also tells
current
you that he's
state.
sometimes in London. And then to the very right, it's the just learning about.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a spoiler-ish that he has many states.
Well,
So actually,
most of the officers have that though.
yeah, I don't know if we should pick him up, because I don't remember if he wants us to help him immediately.
Nah,
or
I
if he'll
think.
give us time.
Well, I mean, I think I'm picking him up here. I don't remember anything immediate being with him.
Yeah, then let us just pick him
I
up.
think it's safe. Yeah.
Because it really bummed me out when I picked some of them up and I was like, oh yeah, help me immediately, or, you know, I might not be around. It's like,
Well, to be fair,
okay.
of all the navigators you could get, I'm not really a big fan of him.
I think
he's
he's really
okay.
good if you complete his quest.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I mean, I have my favorites, but I mean, it's not that I
Tireless
dislike him.
engineer, the best there is.
Oh, I actually like maybe. I think she's a cool engineer.
Yeah, then there's the. I actually have one of my favorites. I've never been able to go. I've never managed to actually get.
Yeah.
Is I don't remember if it's stone, salt, or I think it's salt.
Oh, the gods?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I usually go to the temple and disown all the gods.
I never do that.
Oh,
Why
it's
would you?
because fuck the gods.
No, the gods are great. Praise stone. Praise stone. So there's basically 3 gods of the undersea. It's stone, salt, and I think the last one is just roof.
Storm, I think.
Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of them, stone, is a great mountain to the south where sparkling jewels come from. And I think she is kind of benevolent, but she's very far away.
She usually helps you out with hearts.
Yeah, storm is either the roof or just bad weather and is angry and bad. And one of them literally dwells in the roof and everyone fears. Like I think two of them you're afraid of and one of them is okay.
Yeah, okay-ish, yeah. Let's see. Engage an officer, the sigil-ridden navigator. Let me guide your ship. I know all the sea, how it was, how it will be. Please. The headaches only stop when I'm working. The navigator is the first officer who will increase mirrors and veils. Relief. Thank you. The nonsense here was a distraction for a while, but only the sea can help me now. Oh my god, the air. The air. It's clearer already. Let me chart a course for you. Ah, my head. My head. So yeah, we now got an officer, and we're gonna stick him, since it's safe to do so, we're gonna stick him in his position. Doing so in the middle of the ocean is apparently a bad thing. I haven't quite experienced the consequences of that, but maybe I just didn't notice.
Me neither. Put him as a first officer. Yeah. You can also speak to him. We should probably speak to the gunnery as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. We completely forgot about her. You can spend secret to increase our iron, which is alright, but there's other ways to increase iron with other officers as well, which I think is a little bit more cost effective as well. Also,
no, it's always the same, but we can only increase to 50 with her. The others go higher.
Oh, that's how it is. Okay. Well, we can ask.
It's always a secret though.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, we can ask her what she wants from life. But isn't there one officer where you just risk a wound?
Might be. I'm not so sure about the iron ones. I don't really care about gunnery officers because I don't fight. I just run away.
Yeah, dude, I blast. I mean, especially the weaker, smaller ones, because they give you shards and some fun stuff like strange catches and such. But yeah, we
can ask her what she wants.
Yeah.
I think she wants to go to the Khanat.
Yeah, Khan's Shadow. Yeah, that place is so cool. I love Khan's Shadow.
Yeah, it's the smuggler port.
Where does she want to go? Khan's Shadow. It's like the flit at sea, right? No one tells you what to do or say, and no one to kick you downstairs just because you got a little bit tall. I'll be a faithful officer. You put me ashore at the Shadow, and I won't forget you. Yar.
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 I think she's supposed to speak with like a Cockney accent.
Yeah, I guess I realized that's sort of at the end there, but we'll.
That's pretty hard to do. We can also proposition here, because you can get a relationship with one of your officers. Gender doesn't matter. Like there's, it's whatever. However, they all have requirements that one of your stats be higher than another of your stats. She wants your
iron to be 75.
Yeah, she wants her iron to be high. It's always in comparison to something else. So she wants her iron to be higher than her veils,
which is really
weird.
Which
is interesting.
Yeah,
because we start with veils, but she's kind of like don't be too sneaky, be more
straightforward type of thing. Yeah. The gunner has grown bored of subtlety. Ensure your iron is at least 20 points higher than your veils. And our veils is like really high now, actually, for starters. Well, not super high, but
high enough. The benefit of having a relationship is that it occasionally reduces terror, but bad stuff can also happen. And personally, I just kind of try to find a wife in London because
I usually do that too.
Have a kid that will grow up and take my place as a sea captain when I inevitably die later. It's a scion. Those are very useful. Okay, so with the navigator we can eat with him, and then he tells us his story. I wouldn't, because we don't want to know more.
No. Besides, we're doing good since we don't have that much crew, but 3 supplies is cutting it short, especially when they're so far from London.
And he can go up to 100 mirrors, while the gunnery could only go to 50.
Ah, right.
So he's... And he increases mirrors.
Well,
which
actually, when you mention it from earlier, game mechanically, it's like a storytelling mechanic. It's actually pretty interesting because you start with high veils, right? But she wants you to have high iron, but you can get higher iron from her by spending time. But by spending time with her.
Yeah.
I think that's it's subtle, but I really like it. It's like this game has some really well hidden pearls, like game design wise.
Yeah.
Even if
also,
it's fairly
if you look at the
rudimentary.
portraits, they're very detailed. Like the sigil-ridden navigator has his, the sigil. It's on his forehead.
Yeah, man. Oh, she's cute though. I like the long shank.
Yeah, I
really like her.
remember when I found.
She's sweet.
It's someone's daughter.
Maybe.
Maybe. Which is it
She's
no one's daughter or something? She claims to be the daughter of one of the bazaar.
Something like that.
Or something.
Yeah, her story is weird. I mean, all the stories are weird, but her, I mean,
Is there anything special about the lighthouse?
Yeah, man.
The lighthouse spreads light, and if we are in light, the people get less afraid.
Yeah.
If you can't really see it now because NG's internet is shit, but in the top left, the terror meter can be green, yellow, and red.
Shots fired.
Now it's red probably because the green light is on. Oh, that might be the mysterious place to the right.
Oh, station.
Station 3.
Oh, this place is
Deep
so.
out.
Yeah.
This place has a great story.
I'm gonna visit this one just to gather a port report, and then something interesting. Yeah, we'll get a port report, and then something interesting will happen once we're in the Admiralty's office.
Yes, this port report is not asked for, nor is it saved.
But we'll gather it anyway.
And I think they give us money.
Yeah, and then you can.
I love this text about Station 3. Station 3, we may infer a Station 1, and a Station 2, we may conjecture a Station 4. And they're actually probably the other, because there is another station, it's the Grand Geode, used to be a station.
Oh, that's right.
But machinery hums behind high steel walls. Up the hill there are visible outlines of warehouses and buildings, and a building with a spire, but the lamps are low where they burn at all, and your ship, the only one in harbor.
Yeah.
We can deliver a long box here, which is basically the big thing you can do here.
Yeah.
The only way past the wall is an unimposing but sturdy looking triple locked gate, silvery metal. A sign behind it reads deliveries. The gate stands open. I would try to just gather a report from here, which I think is
yeah, I think it's the first one here.
Might be the last one as well, but I'm not sure.
Search for signs of other visitors. That one is something awaits you. We could do that.
Okay, then
one.
it's not that one.
Yeah,
we can try.
We could do that still though. But we can gather a report first, which I think is trainer telescope on shore. Yeah.
Might be best to look at from a distance. Church or something else. You stand on the high point of your ship and look to shore. There is a steepled building on the horizon. By far the largest thing in sight. No cross marks the top of it, nor any other symbol you recognize. You now have a port report, Station 3. So, Station 3 and its connection to the long boxes, and more importantly, what's in the long boxes, is amazing. I really enjoyed it when I experienced the first time, so I won't spoil it. But if we get a long box, this is the place for it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, let's try this mirror challenge. I mean, even if it's tough, we can still try it. And what's the worst that can happen, right? Search for signs of other visitors. It never hurts to know what you're up against. Oh. Nothing. No evidence. You walk the quays,
looking for any little sign that might show what sort of ships dock here and what they deliver. But you find nothing conclusive, not even so much as a smear of pitch or a damp footprint. If any ship but yours has been tied up here in recent days, it has left no evidence.
Well,
So station
Remember
3
that,
is
yeah, but remember that the lack of evidence is not evidence of nothing.
exactly the lack of
Very astute.
evidence is evidence of evidence having been scrubbed away.
Oh.
Station 3 is extremely secretive, and I think it's even more secretive than the Station 4, which is the Grand Geode, which is connected to the Dawn machine. But they're secretive in different ways. This one just gives you no information. The other one gives you information that you don't necessarily want to know.
Yeah. Try the gate. The only way past the walls is an unimposing but sturdy-looking gate of triple-barreled silvery metal. A sign beside it reads, deliveries. Yeah, that's what... See what happens. No way in. The metal sheet is steel hard and ice cold to the touch. Attempts with chisels and crowbars fail. Perhaps if we could bring the ship guns to bear. But no. And yeah, if you return with a certain delivery, the gate will be open. You'll know if you find it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a long box. It's a very specific, it says on it as well. It's like iron or something long box. Those can be found wherever. You can buy them in London if you
Yeah, I think you can,
get
yeah.
times.
Yeah, I
But
think
not
you could
always.
buy
It's the Rose
Yeah,
Market.
that's right.
But you can also get them as rewards or just find them as Flotsam.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of stuff you can find out in the Untersee.
Let's see.
We
I
are running
think-
dangerously low on... Well, not dangerously, we do
We have terror. They don't need light.
Yeah.
So the fungal should be. What did you mark?
Yeah, so try... There we are. What did I mark?
Go to that. What is it called?
I can't read.
Bonnie Reeves?
Bonnie Reeves, yeah.
I don't know if we can dock there. It might be the.
Oh, we're getting close to guide... No, we're getting close to the...
It's the church, right?
No,
it's the monastery.
No, this is the... where they play
The abbey.
chess.
Oh,
The,
that's a funny place.
It is,
We should
but-
probably try to go to the left.
Yeah,
because
I think
London
we're...
is
Yeah, I
close.
think we're gonna go straight for London, because...
But I think we missed the fungal station.
Yeah, I think it's maybe spawned somewhere to the south.
Either that or it's between. Did we
Oh,
just
no,
miss
no,
it?
no, it is here. The Mo Island.
Oh,
This is it.
Wow, it's really
there we go.
close to the chess place.
Ah.
Wow, this is straight. This is really good because I think you can buy food and fuel here.
Yeah, I think, but it's
pretty
expensive.
close to London.
Yeah, it's expensive though. We can get free food here, and we can even salvage for food, I think. But
Yeah.
I think we're gonna try to buy fuel at London. But actually,
Yeah.
it's kind of unlucky we didn't find Mount Palmerston because they sell fuel
didn't go enough
cheaper.
east.
Yeah, they sell fuel there cheaper than they do in London. But
Yeah, we could also go to the Iron Republic. They
yeah, I
split
love the
up
Iron
for
Republic.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
so
so
weird.
fun. It's so weird.
Isn't this where
Yeah, this is where we wanted to go.
Yeah, this is where
Yeah,
we're gonna pick up the port
Mo-
report.
The Mo Island.
Yeah.
Purvid Forest. INM, Iron and Misery Company Funging Station. INM has a fungur operation here, felling giant bolagous shrooms for building materials, harvesting Kirali for its medicinal properties. It's a desperate little outpost of something like civilization. Up pulls the affable Factor. Oh, hello, Captain. Thank God for visitors. We'd go quite mad out here otherwise. Ha 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 ha. Quite mad. How can we be of assistance? Yeah, he has mushrooms growing out of his ears, if you actually look close. He's been here for too long. Mushrooms ain't good for you.
No, don't. Yeah, mushrooms ain't good.
Yeah, we can give the pass sign to the affable Factor.
Yeah, I think if we do this one, we still keep the other ones. But if we, yeah, something awaits you. Well, we'll pick up the strategic information. Give the pass sign to the affable Factor. The Admiralty asks you to bring back the strategic information. This is your contact.
A strained smile. Here, little to report, but we had Cornet Preveneers nosing around, and tell them that the company grows suspicious. Mr. Iron knows the Admiralty is interested in his business. Pray, my friend, that you never have to serve two masters, as I do. Oh, so it's actually Mr. Iron. He's I think he's a pretty big dude. in the
Yeah.
lore.
Game you guys playing sounds like Hand of Faith.
Yes, Hand of Fate is similar in this, but Hand of Fate is even more mysterious because stuff I think never really gets a conclusion. You just everything's mysterious for the sake of being mysterious. Here there is a rich lore behind everything. Like Mr. Iron is probably like I think you can meet him in the browser game or you can do missions for him. I don't know.
Yeah, I never really played the browser game, but I
neither.
tried. But
Browser game?
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there is.
that's the original
Call in
game,
London.
which this is based on, and it's free.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's really old, but it's mostly text based.
Oh yeah, some illustrations. Most of them has been reused here. There's a bunch of new ones that's made specifically for this game as well.
Yeah, it's a little bit more Victorian or Gothic than this one. This is more.
A little bit later, like I think that the date is there is actually a date. We are 13 years away from the turn of the century, 1887, specifically December the 8th, which is kind of interesting.
Yep.
But yeah, we picked up the report.
Yep.
And let's see.
We could either have tea with him or we can explore. Is that the
That's
cook?
just the poisoner, yeah. Thing is, okay, so min-maxing wise, tea with the factor is not necessary since we already discovered the poisoner. We know where he is and he's not gonna move. So he will
I
simply...
think it reduces terror a bit, and
That
we
it does.
reduces food. It might because we're eating.
I think we get 1 or 2 supplies and it reduces terror. But...
And exploring, we might find supplies.
But what
Yeah,
we
we can
can
accept
do, we can grab like a really cheap crewman.
Yeah, and we also can we can make a port report.
Yeah, we should do that actually. The Admiralty likes to keep an eye on the Iron Misery's activities. Is it Iron and Misery or is it Iron and Misery?
Yeah, probably iron and misery.
Yeah.
But it reads like iron and misery.
Oh yeah.
Of course, I&M's activities here don't seem that interesting. Nevertheless, record what you can.
We record
I think
what we
this one
can.
is also one that doesn't really give you a lot of echoes.
No, it gives you 10, I think. 10. I think Shepherd
Yeah,
Isle.
I wrote them down. I wrote them actually all down.
Hmm.
Yeah, the mysterious island that we were on earlier, it's a chance. It can give you 50 and it can give you like 10. But
Oh, I didn't know.
most of them are based on distance. Like
Yeah.
the further away they are, the better they are.
think-
But there are some exceptions. Like some places never really give that much.
Hmm.
And like the secrecy place we can do it once and they
Yeah.
won't take it.
No, they simply
And
don't.
we can
yeah.
never do it again.
No.
They won't accept anymore.
No. We could always explore the Mo Island as well. I don't remember what it gives you, but I mean,
I think it just gives a random chance to get a riddle or have a fight. I think it's worse because it's just like something that's not as unique to this island.
yeah. Gather supplies isn't that interesting either. That one is just straight up food. I think.
Yeah, so I think we should either drink tea with him or accept a volunteer because it's really cheap.
Then I think we should go for the volunteer because again we already know where this guy is. But lore-wise, I mean he is funny and he does reduce terror. And we're just at 28, so we won't benefit from visiting London yet. But we do need to go there anyway because we need fuel and food.
And food, like as soon as we leave this island, we're gonna have 1 food.
Oh, but that's enough. That's enough. We started out with 5, I think,
Okay.
on this entire journey. So
Accept a volunteer. One of the company's Bulgars fellers has negotiated an early release from her contract. It's the sproutlings, she tells you, face bleeding. I keep picking them out of me porridge, and me hair, and me eyes. Take me away. I'm a good worker.
yeah, I guess we'll save her from this horrible place.
Signing up. You pay the release fee to the factor, and your new sailor settles in. ready to sail now.
Yeah, we are. There's not
So that
much.
basically costs like more to have a chance to gain more in London, but that was like one. It's probably the cheapest one,
Yeah, I think
unless
so.
you can get them for free.
Yeah,
Is there a shop here?
there is.
Yeah, this is the default very expensive shop that are on some islands. It's very expensive.
Yeah, I think supplies is 10 in London, same as fuel. So they really hiked the
No, I
price.
think supplies is 20.
In London?
Yeah,
Huh.
but I'm not sure.
No, me neither.
Is there still a chance that the supplies that's bought in this shop contains the hallucinogenic or poison or mischievous mushrooms?
Well, the supplies is
funny.
more. The supplies is like a very generic type of thing, but for role-playing sake, we can pretend it is. Yes, definitely.
What's interesting is that there's fungal wine, but we can't get it here.
No, that's true.
It's like mushroom wine. This would be like the place for it, but we don't get it here. I think it's we can buy it in the pirate place or something like that.
I saw that there was an option to gather supplies.
Yeah, but
that
we don't
basically
really need
get
that.
food.
Yeah,
Head to London.
yeah, we're going to London.
Full stern ahead. It's basically straight to the west.
Yeah, and again, we can really afford to don't have the light running.
We can either go to the sisters.
Oh,
Restless Nights.
Restless nights. In the watches of the night, you pad softly past the hatch to the crew quarters. A man cries out softly in his sleep, desperately. Another. Inquire about their dreams Inquire about their dreams the next morning. What did they see? Or we could ignore them. The captain can't be seen to take these things seriously.
So I think a crew member might commit suicide, but I don't remember if we ignore or if we listen. We could listen. We have enough crew.
Yeah, we got enough crew. It's fine. It's not like we're eating them or anything. Whose crazy idea is that?
Eyes and a face. The whole neat lit up like a snuffer mask. There's something in the roof, Captain. It is the roof. It's watching us. Eyes and a face. Eyes and a face. Yes, you say, softly. You lay your hand on the sailor's burning forehead. There are storms in the roof. Hush, we won't join them yet.
Nice.
We succeeded, gaining some fragments
and some terror.
And terror. It was a lot of terror. But yeah, that's storm.
Yeah, that sounds like storm.
There is there's a
is
face in the roof. Well, he actually says that there are storms in the roof. So I think it's storm.
Right. Okay, yeah.
And I think salt is just like the sea. And what's
Yeah,
below.
that's right.
And people are very afraid of storm because, so basically, this place is almost always dark. That's why light is such a big thing. That's a pirate to the south of us.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But whenever people light up the roof, they claim to see a face, and that's scary. What did you find?
Mutton Island. Yeah, that one is also in a fixed place.
Yeah, and it doesn't really give much. It's I mean, the people there have very peckish tastes, but
is that what it is? Because I never managed to figure out that place. They were all so weird.
Well, so I managed to figure it out, but if you do, you're not welcome there anymore. It's just yeah.
I see.
It's a bit similar as with the sisters. Once you figure it out, the place changes.
Yeah. Well, let's see. How much fuel do we have? 3.
I think we should just go to London. I don't want to risk our supplies.
Nah, you're right. Very sensible, Mr. Cosimo.
But yeah, we could choose. We have the recent news. We could either go to the sisters with it, or we could stop by the lightship, which is in front of us, because they buy it.
Yeah, we could do that actually. I think to give you supplies for it, so might save a little buck there, considering that news are free every time you visit London without news. For a little bit of min-maxing. Oh, light.
This is a lightship.
Far from home.
Its clear, bright beam show the way.
Yeah, this is one of the places you also can buy fuel. Yeah, 20 is twice of 10, so yeah. But we'll just speak to the crew.
Palmerston it's 5. I think the cheap fuel is 5. Speak to the crew.
Speak to
They
the crew.
long for news of home.
Tea beneath the light. Oh, it's so cozy. It's like
The
small
bleaching
slivers.
glare of the lens. Among the smells of oil and metal, you sip tea and chat. Disease terror recedes.
And we get a sea story.
And we needed 5 of those, so we have 4 to
Yeah.
go.
That's
Now
good
we
to
know that we can always trade a recent news for
Yeah.
a sea story.
We confirmed
But
that.
actually, if you look at the picture, that would be so damp to live on that little ship, just splashing in the waves, and you don't know what's below. You have a lot of light, but that's not necessarily a good thing because it means that you're a beacon, you can be seen. I wouldn't want to be on a light ship.
Oh, dude, Cosimo, have you played Disco Elysium? I think I mentioned it for
Yeah,
you.
you.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, we've done what we can here.
Yeah, let's head to London.
That's
This
it.
place is always to the east of London. I think it's pretty much always here.
Yeah, that's right.
Next time we could head south, go to the Iron Republic and the Colony and the Geode, and see if we can find the scholars.
Yeah, the scholars are nice. They usually have a passenger.
Yeah, and they have food, and it's just a nice place.
It is.
Mangrove Island, the Mangrove College. But I think our mission was to go.
Yeah, we had.
Yeah, we did both. We went north, and then we went to the
We dropped
to
off
the Fungal Islands.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, nice.
So we can ask the Admiralty where they want us to go next.
Yeah, we can sell all the port reports.
Yeah, we have to. We need the money.
We
But
do.
what about our guest? There was this mysterious guy.
Yeah, well, one of them, we had one that we put to the. Yeah, he already. Oh, yeah, he wanted to guide us more, which is usually to
Yeah,
the
that's
east,
right. That's right.
which is
Tortuga.
usually to the southeast, or just straight east. But we didn't have the supplies for it this time.
That's alright.
Yeah, but he's still on board. So
Oh yeah,
Yes.
he's still on board. He's
Yeah.
just traveling along.
I don't think we can get the news because we don't have the light. We don't have the lantern.
Oh, you're right. Oh, that's
But
a
we
shame.
can still go. We might be able to read them anyway. I don't know.
I think you can. I don't remember, but I think you can get the news if you don't have news, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but the thing with the news is if we do the news, we can't go to the markets because they.
Oh, right.
I think they do. But yeah, let's start with the Admiralty.
Yeah. There we go.
Yes, we can go to the university as well.
And we got
Fantastic.
a tempting offer from the blind bruiser.
I never take it.
What? Oh, dude. Oh, we're gonna go on a ride, Mr. Cosimo.
Yeah, I know, but I don't wanna.
That's okay. I usually play it very dodgy, and at some point I just build up my iron enough to say no, go away, leave me alone.
It's basically the mafia. You
Yeah,
get
they
help
are.
from the
They're real
mob,
nasty.
But they expect help back.
Yeah, but they pay.
And
They
they-
pay well. It's a really good starter.
Yeah, I actually never do it because I've always figured that they'll just betray you and
Oh yeah.
or they'll ask for help at the most inconvenient of time. But yeah, let's read the port reports.
Yeah, vendor bites.
Enderbite, what have the nearly dead been up to then?
Nothing much, it seems. We got one. Oh, this is so. Yeah, we get fuel for this. I
we get
forgot.
fuel for this.
Yeah.
So we
And
probably only
Taneco.
need to buy supplies.
Yeah.
But actually, we need to check how big or I think it's like 20 we can have in storage because if we gain too much fuel, we actually have
That's
to.
right.
shed this on it.
We have 40 actually. We're good.
Yeah. Okay.
We're
So
good.
there's no worries.
Yeah.
But I did that mistake once.
Yeah, me too.
I
Many times.
got too much. We could go to the Admiralities and then wait, go down because. Yeah. So ask if there's anything in particular they need, but don't give them the strategic.
No. No.
And also ask to speak to a higher authority sooner or later.
Yeah.
Where do they want us to go? Misery, okay. They want us to go to the same place,
Again?
apparently.
Oh, that's weird.
It might
no,
be
wait.
that
We
it
haven't
hasn't
delivered.
reset
Yeah,
yet.
we haven't delivered it yet. So.
But we don't have to deliver it.
No, but the yeah the. No, you're right. But if we deliver the port report, not the strategic.
Well, let's talk with
because the strategic information is another...
Ask to speak to a higher authority.
Yes. Once you prove yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, we just
Three
have to
ports
deliver
in return,
ports.
okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Well-
Wither. I refuse to ask any questions. I don't want them to give the satisfaction.
Nope.
20
That's
echo
20 echoes.
and 1 fuel. Nice.
Yeah,
And
you
another
probably
favor from
didn't-
the Admiralty, which is super useful as long as the Admiralty is there.
I mean, yeah, we
Station.
could give them the chapel. I don't know. Well, we could give this guy the station, but I don't know if it's the same text as if you give it
It's
to
the same
Admiral.
text, I think. Oh wait, maybe it isn't. No, you're right. No, I think it's the same. I don't know. I can't remember the difference, but yeah, let's deliver the Station 3 one. Or do you want to save it?
We could save it. We could give him the Chapel of Lights.
Yeah. There's something about the Untersea that breeds heresy and dissent. I'd rather think we might need to send the Bishop of Southwark out for a good bit of Christian shouting.
Yeah.
There we
Now
go.
we can speak to the
There we go, a dark
spectacled Admiral.
yeah. Ask to speak to the dark spectacled Admiral. Do you have an appointment? No appointment, but apparently I'm to show you in anyway. Very well.
This is the dude.
Yeah.
You're ushered into his office of Mansion's Pyre, a cramped room with a vast desk. He surveys you across that desk. Oh yes, the merchant captain of whom we hear such complicated things. The Admiral will purchase intelligence from you. He can also, basically, whenever we give him intelligence for the first time, we gain Admiral's favor. So whenever we've been to the port, to different ports for the first time, and then give him a report that we've been there, he gives us Admiral's favors. And those can be traded for
Repairs
fuel,
and fuel.
food, and repairs.
Yep.
And of the three, I usually go for repairs
Same.
because it's the cheapest one, because your ship can be really banged up and you can just get a full repair for free. I think if you give him strategic information, you'll always get favor as well. But I usually don't give him strategic
because you
information.
can use it for something else, yeah.
Yeah, because strategic information in itself can be combined with other stuff to make a higher thing, kind of.
Yeah.
Which, but those are kind of dangerous because they change the game.
Yeah.
Because there's a power balance basically of different factions in the game, and depending on what you give the intelligence to, different factions get stronger. And if one faction starts to dominate, it changes the game forever.
Yeah.
Basically, you pick a faction, and that faction achieves its goals, and it changes the Untersea. The factions are very interesting.
They are.
We haven't met any of those. Well, the Admiralty is a faction, I guess.
Yeah.
It's the London faction. It's the not necessarily the good guys, but the guys that wants everything to continue as it is.
Yeah. And submit your port reports. And what is the day-to-day like on those farther shores? Station
Yeah,
did
it
we...
actually just takes us back here. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, give him Station 3.
Yeah.
This one is fun.
Excuse me, just let me call a colleague in. Omitted. This is my colleague, Mr. Villain of the Ministry of Public Decency. Mr. Villain, this good captain report is here. If you would care to... Yes, the fire is already lit. Let us... There we go. Now only ashes remain, and it might have caused such a lot of trouble. Thank you, Captain. We appreciate your discretion. Here's your payment. You need not trouble yourself further in this affair.
So basically, the Ministry of Public Decency are an Orwellian Victorian institute that basically decides what people get to know and what they don't get to know. Because even though London has fallen into the Untersea and there's lots of strange and weird stuff,
you still gotta
the
keep
authorities
appearances.
reacted with censure.
Yeah.
Basically, they censor anything that they think that would affect the populace too much. And this might actually be a pretty good idea, because there's so weird Cthulhian powers out there that it might be good that the populace doesn't know about them. Like terror is a real thing in the undersea. But at the same time, they also use that censoring power to some nefarious stuff.
And some less nefarious. There's like
Poetry.
Poetry.
But it's not actually poetry. This took me a long while to realize, but we can read the text for it, and you'll realize what it actually is.
I'm aware. It's so adorable.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just turn them all in.
Yeah.
We'll get fuel.
Excited for giving answers. That's Wither for you. Anything new? Yeah. 20 echo. We got 100 for station 3.
Yeah. It's because you only get it once.
The Mo Island. You've been to the Mo's Gate? Yeah, we have. Strategic information? Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, Admiral. Now let's see if he has something specific.
Did you give him the?
No, we
no,
don't.
but we can ask what he needs anyway.
He can send us to a new place. Discover the Admiral's desires. Visit the port. Oh wait, did we? Okay, maybe it is the Mo Island we have to return to. Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is the Iron and Misery. So they actually just sent us to the same place.
Or
because he already gave us. He already gave us. We have the strategic information. We could give it in, but he won't give us another place. So it is a bit weird, but he just wants us to go to the same place.
Yeah, unless they fix that. I will figure it out. That doesn't really matter. It's fine.
I don't think they would. It's let's go to the university. I really like the university. It's at the top.
Yeah, there he is. Find secrets. Let's see.
The university has an inexhaustible appetite for secrets.
Oh, but do we spend secrets on this though?
I mean, we don't have to do it now. Does it
now.
cost a secret?
I'm not sure. Screw it. If it does, whatever. We'll do it.
The idea of this game sounds interesting, but at the same time, it just sounds like it's kind of dry. Like the idea of this game sounds interesting, but at the same time,
oh yeah, well that's why it's fun. At least for me to play it in a group. Even though I had a lot of fun cruising around alone.
Oh yeah,
learning about stuff.
It's very much. Yeah, it's very much interactive reading type of thing, but with it's like choose your own adventure, but done right.
Right.
But yeah, if you want, there's actually not a lot of gameplay. Think of it more of like a novel that you play. It's not really. The fighting is quite hard, and the economic management is the hardest part. It's kind of a survival game in a sense.
It's been compared with a roguelike. Yeah, sort of. And because the map is randomly generated to a certain degree, there's some fixed places, but yeah.
Yeah, you're also expected to die.
Oh yeah, many times.
They made it hard.
Many
you're
times.
Expected to die, and then learn what you can do, and then do those, survive a little bit longer, and then die to the next thing. I'm just so careful that I usually don't die.
Visit the university. The university has an inexhaustible appetite for secrets, sea specimens, and other tidbits of esoteric lore. Provide a secret to prove yourself worthy of entry. Yeah, it does require a secret, but it's fine. Quite impressed. Oh yes, the university's maritime liaison whispers breathily. Oh yes, this is quite a tasty one. Let me explain it to you. He explains, teeth glinting. You lost one secret.
So, the university's maritime liaison is not actually called that anymore. She or he is the alarming scholar.
Yep. The alarming scholar.
Which is this portrait. The alarming scholar is mercurial, to say the least. A creature of sudden moods and provoking teeth. Possibly her. Is it her? Appointment as University Maritime Liaison was precautionary to keep his. Is it his? Razor-sharp enthusiasm for causing too many injuries in the faculty. Ah yes, the scholar whispers breadily. I have a budget for acquisitions. What have you brought me? Basically, we can give her the small lore info stuff that we find, and she'll give us money, cash for it. and she'll also give us food when she likes us,
Ah.
or when he likes us.
And there's this one, a Dread Surmise.
Yes.
I did give that to them
smell
once.
Secrets. Searing secrets. Share them with me. I am close to something.
Mm.
I've never done it because it actually says that this will kill.
Damn.
And you need
to know too
7
much-
Searing Enigma to do that. That's a lot of Searing Enigmas, man.
Yeah, but you probably get an achievement, or
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of
you
these.
might even get legacy for it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Because a bunch of these like really long missions reward you with sort of a permanent legacy type of thing, which
So basically,
carry
when you start your new game, you'll get a little boon,
new game
which
plus.
is a part of the rogue. And they don't tell you what this is,
No,
but
not
on
at
the
all.
"You are dead" screen, you get hints. So, for example, one of the hints is you've seen the Empress Eternal. So if you find a way to meet the Empress Eternal, probably you'll get that that legacy. But then your people that come after you will gain a little boon.
Let's see. Well, our terror is. Well, it's.
You can go sleep.
Yeah, should reduce it. There we go. Yeah, read the morning papers. Yes, we do get more news. There we go. The Khanate is threatening war. They always are. London's colonies on the Carnelian coast want independence. They always do. The Untersea, the papers report, has undergone another alteration. Not yet it hasn't. You'd know. Oh, a promotional coupon from Mr. Plenty's provisioners of fast cask of salt herring. You could use that. So now we got some
Salt
supplies
herring.
and we lost a terror.
Yeah. How much is the next house?
It's is it 200 or is it 1,000?
It says to purchase an elegant townhouse.
Oh right. It's 1,000.
Yeah, that's pretty good though. It's one of
Oh
the
yeah,
short,
it's super good.
middle term goals. Get a better housing. Because you can get a wife and you can get a study and you can start to collect things.
At the moment we only have access to rest in a room above the blind helmsman. If you don't have the echoes to go out roistering, best stay at home. So this one is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I usually do it because
Yeah.
of the restful night,
Yeah,
which will
that one is
protect
good.
from nightmares. Because we had a nightmare on our journey and we might get more. We succeeded in ours, but still.
We only
It's pretty
lose
cheap.
1 terror though, so it's not that super good, but it's better than nothing. And again, as I said, we got a restful night.
Terror, it's just a number.
It's just
No need to worry about it.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Fine,
It's
everything's
fine. Yeah,
fine.
it's cool.
The Ministry of Public Decency will talk to you now. Everything's fine. We could go. I don't know if we could go carousing. That's like.
No, we need another day, a free evening, and we don't have that yet.
Yeah, that's what it's called when you're in London and you have the.
Yeah,
something is
that's
awaiting your
right.
sport.
That's right.
I guess we could go out sailing then. Oh well, we should buy food. But
Did I
that's
hear
it.
someone say see ya? No, okay, never mind.
I will. I will say see you.
All right.
It's been a
Hamster.
pleasure.
Yeah, good to hear, man. Hope you enjoyed the bedtime story.
I did.
Good.
Right.
Right, man. Sleep well. See ya.
Take it easy.
All right. Okay, so all right. Let's see. What do we got? We have a trip for Guider's Morn. Where's the map? I can't check the map from here. There we go.
I would say, well,
further-
in my game it was south of the Marks Islands.
Yeah, it
and
can
then a little
be.
bit to the east.
Yeah, I'm thinking somewhere to the east.
But I don't know. So basically, if you zoom in on the map, you see the red line between London and the Marks
Yeah.
Islands. That's how the game calculates distance.
That's
There
right. That's
are
right.
These zones that go up and down.
Yeah.
And the ships can be anywhere, well, mostly anywhere on the up and down scale, but they're always in a red zone to the left and right.
Yeah, so
And I don't know if Gator's Morn is in the second or third.
I
red
think
zone.
it's in the third, if I recall correctly, but I could be wrong. I don't remember.
But my proposition is that we just sail south follow the coast, then go to the colonies, then go north, and go back to London.
Yeah, because
we make like a circle.
Because there is a trade route we could do, which I think we have. I'm not sure how much fuel we'd need, because we had 10, right? And we basically, this circle was about less than 10, because we still had some fuel. We still had some fuel to spare. So what we could do is, since we don't really have a mission besides the passenger, I'm thinking we could.
Yeah, well, we could go to the Mushroom Island again for another strategic, but
that's actually not too bad, because what we could do is take the trip. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we pick up some mushroom wine just to have some cargo to sell, and if I'm not mistaken, I think in the south here, at the far south, straight south of the Mo Island, we'll find the what's it called?
Mangrove College.
No, that's in the middle somewhere between the Mo and. But on the coast here, there's this port.
I can
called
see your mouse.
Port, yeah,
there's
Port
the
Carnelian.
there.
Port Carnelian.
Yeah, that's the colony that I mentioned.
Yeah, and
that's the south one.
Yeah, and there we can sell the wine and buy coffee at a profit at the Wolfstack docks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to, so basically we made, so if you look at how we've done it now, we've done a circle to the north and then go back down south. We could do the same. We could follow the coastline south, and then
I'm thinking.
we follow the
I'm thinking
western coastline all the way south, or we do it differently, that we do it the other way around, that we go to the Mox Islands and then south.
Because what we can do then is pick up fuel super cheap at the Iron Republic. Oh wait, that's not. Oh, that's randomly generated. I forgot.
Well, it's somewhere to the south of us.
No, I mean if you can buy fuel or not. It's not guaranteed.
No, that one is actually guaranteed. You can always buy fuel. Other stuff you can't buy.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. In that case, let's do that then.
Fuel, and then sometimes they sell other stuff.
All right. Okay.
Or actually, you pay for them to sell other stuff.
Let's see. Okay, so
yeah, buy supplies.
Yeah, let's buy some supplies. I think we have enough fuel to make the trip south from the Mo Island and then return up to the Iron Republic and pick up more fuel.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. We can do that. So we should just buy some supplies. We did that with 3 supplies. I'm thinking if we buy up to 6.
Sure.
Because we have 2 now, but the one of them is about to be eaten. So if we buy 6, so we have 6. I mean, so 1, 2, 3, 6. That should be enough. And then we spend some money on picking up some mushroom wine.
21.
Or 21. And then we just fill up the rest of the cargo, I think. Unless I've forgotten something. No?
Yeah, that's fine. We don't want to fill it completely because we can still find stuff. So we want
that
to
is
leave
true. Well, we got 15, so we can fill it up to 35?
Yeah, 30, 35 is fine. I don't think we have the cash for it.
We'll see.
By like 10.
Yeah, we can afford at least 15. Yeah, okay. I think that's sensible. Yeah, sounds good.
Sure.
Yeah, cool. And yeah, we're good on supplies, we're good on fuel. And away we go, right? I don't think there's anything left for us to do here. No, because we don't have the thing. Well, okay, in that case.
Have another day.
Yeah, well, in that case, let us go.
Sure thing.
Oh, this is my favorite.
Is it the dock music?
No, it's a horn.
Oh. You can actually, once you get a submarine, you'd want to take note of where the abysses are.
Yeah, that's a part of the game I haven't really explored yet, even if I have the DLC.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of mid to late game because it costs echoes to install. That's actually something you do at the colony, Carnelian Cove. You get the submarine parts, but I don't know. It's kind of expensive. It's kind of dangerous to be below water as well. There's
Things.
there's things that don't like you down there, and I don't really.
That eat you
Yeah,
alive.
because on the surface you can outrun most things, or you can stay sneaky. But down below, it's harder.
Yeah, making a beeline to the Mo Island and south.
I actually like this specific text. It says, "Here the wilder airs mingle with the airs of the near reaches. The Mog's Gate, named for a navigator lost above. How did his bones come down below?
Ooh, mysterious.
Who knows?"
Who knows? Let's see, Iron Mystery Company Funding Station. You're right, yeah, sweet. More strategic information. Lovely.
I think you need 2.
Right.
So, do you wanna explore, accept a volunteer, or deal with the factor? We could take one more volunteer.
Yeah, why not? Why not fill up the crew? More meat
Also,
for the...
report.
Yeah. And accept a volunteer. There we go. Right, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, off we go.
Off
Once
we go.
we've been to a place, it goes pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's just the initial reading. I mean, to be fair, I read this like a million times already, but it's something different when you do it with someone else.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There are no islands within the sea bat's range.
Yeah, I wonder how they do the sea bat in the sunless skies. I wonder what they find out.
I played it briefly, I honestly don't remember.
Oh, that looks like Guider's Morn. The stalactites
Oh, you're right!
would be around there.
Dude, yeah, you're right. Yeah, the port is in here, I think. Or it could just be a reef.
Could be to the south. There's usually like a collection, and then in the middle.
Yeah, and then some bridges and stuff. But yeah, I think we're in the right area.
Yeah.
Or are these just... Oh, what's that? That's a lighthouse.
Of course. Thanks, bro.
Is it a little
It
bit
might
too
just
deep?
be reefs.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, we can. I think we can afford to explore a little bit to the easter, just in case.
Yeah, I mean the Cornelian coast is actually, it's I think it's straight south of us by now. But then down there it's pretty dangerous. You have the flock of bluebirds that we can't really fight. We need prophet's birds or whatever.
Never been able to fight them. They scare the shit out of me.
They drop blue feathers that you can sell, but they are quite tricky to kill. Like they are above us. But they're not impossible like the lifebergs, the living icebergs. They are.
I think the icebergs are easier.
Really?
Yeah, man.
They one hit you.
Oh, only if they see you.
So you just shoot them without them seeing you?
Yeah, shoot them and then I dodge away.
Oh.
I
usually avoid them because they kill me.
Oh yeah, I mean I avoid them too. But basically after the first time I encountered them, I died instantly and was super scared.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's the iron and veils, man. It's like the perfect combination. Super sneaky, super punchy, and then just haha, I killed an iceberg. And
we should probably dispose of the corpses to reduce terror.
Yeah, we could do that. We don't really need the food, I think.
We only have 4.
We do only have 4. I mean, come to think of it, we did that run we did. That was with picking up supplies from one of these.
Oh yeah, we gained supplies during the run.
Yeah, we should probably
Yeah, we can reduce terror.
Yeah, we can afford. Besides, we're just at 50. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No problem. I guess I can afford to be a little bit more spendable with the light.
Yep. Well, we're actually using more fuel and food than I thought.
Swallowing Isles.
That might be the college, actually. I don't know.
You might be right.
Might just also be a...
Yeah, this is the mangrove, and if I recall correctly, the port is.
This music is good.
Yeah, it's
Like
really
this
nice.
Oh, there's
shit,
a big
Megalops. Oh shit.
But it's slow. We won't notice it.
Yeah, but those are dangerous. We cannot afford to be noticed by those.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna notice me on the other side of the island, but still, they're scary.
I think it's...
Yeah, the port is on the left here, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the house.
Yeah.
Fireplace.
Yeah, on the southwest.
We should be able to gather supplies here quite reliably.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And there might be a visit, like a scholar that wants to go somewhere.
Yeah, a scholar or a checkered character or something like that. If we're lucky, it's a checkered character because they want to go to Guider's Morn as well.
Restless Nights.
Oh, hello.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, man. That's just one terror though, but we do still get fragments.
So we failed, and we gained 1 terror. We succeeded, we gained 10 terror and 20 fragments. So we wanted to fail.
That's so funny.
It feels like I might read it wrongly, but this is like if you know too much, it's bad.
It's kind of fun though because the text changed ever so slightly, but it's more or less the
wait,
same.
Yes,
Yeah.
You have him subdued, no discipline this time, but you require. Yeah, I think he's gonna jump ship. I think he's
that's right. So
he's done for.
Okay, so you do fail, you gain less terror, but I think you gain more
you lose the
terror
crew.
by him committing suicide later.
But if we get to port quickly, he might not have the time for it.
Could
I
be.
hope.
Let's find out.
Find out.
There we go. Mangrove College. The wise and the wicked seek sanctuary here, where the fruits are plenty and the woods wild. A steaming sprawl of parasympathetic vegetation and a village, barely a village. Old walls, roofs in disrepair, stilts leaning dangerously. It looks to have been assembled by drunks in a hurry. Duck carefully.
An intense stare. Can you hover over the third one?
We need...
Hide away. The truth no more than 6.
0.
Huh.
0.
No more than 0.
And here's maybe.
Maybe's
daughter. That's what her name is. Yeah, we don't really get her name.
Yeah, well, she's the daughter of Maybe.
Yeah.
She's an interesting fellow.
Is.
I think we could pick her up.
Yeah, and she's free. She's free.
But yeah, I think we should just pick her up.
Oh yeah.
I think she might be trouble later on, but I think it's fine for now.
I completed this questline, so I'm not gonna spoil it. But yeah, it's I
mean, she's free and she's an engineer, and we don't have an engineer, so that's good.
And she adds to veils and mirrors, I think.
Yeah, I like the tireless mechanic because he gives engine efficiency, which is basically
free fuel.
Reduces your fuel usage. So yeah, let's pick her up.
Yeah. Engage an officer, Maybe's daughter. Hello, where are you headed? A second thought, don't mind. Can I come on board? Yes, I'm an engineer, but I'm an engineer in a hurry. Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
If anyone comes looking for me, well, I'm not accepting callers. Can I trust you to pass that on? You don't want them distracting me from my duties. She's running from something or someone.
Yeah. All right, officers. Maybe's daughter. A smile, a wink, a butterfly tattoo. An intense and detailed knowledge of weaponry and engine. It was iron plus 100 engine power. Now I remember why I like her.
It'll make us go faster, but it'll also consume more fuel.
Yeah, she does do that, doesn't she? Yeah, because engine power is directly proportional with fuel consumption, isn't it?
Yes. But as long as we don't increase weight, we'll also go faster.
Yeah.
I think. But I don't know if it's like worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I have to admit, I did read up on her, and I don't remember if that engine power is free from the fuel consumption, but I really don't remember. But whatever, I think we can still afford it.
When I played, I saved my echoes, and then I bought a better engine, because I was like, yeah, this is going to make me go faster. I went a little bit faster, but I consumed a lot more fuel.
Oh, yeah.
So it didn't really feel worth it.
Yeah.
There is a passenger we can pick up as well.
Yeah,
and we need a port report.
Yeah, let's pick up the passenger. The Mangrove College is named for its scholars and philosophers. They have long abandoned civilized comforts for the life of the mind. Sometimes they want those civilized comforts back.
The life of the mind.
The life of the mind.
Sounds like a shitty life.
Yes, we nailed it. We were super lucky now because the Shady Sort wants to go to Gator's Morn.
We have 2 for Gator's Morn.
Yeah, a Shady Sort. The course's forest, please. Gator's Morn. No, I'm not in a hurry, but I think I might stay below decks. I don't carry the fee on me. You have to trust me for it when we arrive. Thank you. A pleasure. Yeah, I'm sure. Bastard. Yeah, let's pick up that port report first of all.
Here we can also
yeah, more supply. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're looking good. Yes, you're right.
compile up. Well, I should. We can either gather supplies, or we can just drink and be merry, which I think reduces terror. Or we can go beach combing, and then it's just a chance to find stuff.
I think.
So, what do we want? Supplies or terror or random chances?
Well, okay.
Damn. Sorry.
No,
Well
that's
done.
fine. That's fine. Judging by the terror, the sensible thing might be to drink and be merry. But
Could be.
beach combing is interesting, though. But not guaranteed. It could be something boring as well.
Guys, I'm going to bed. See you guys later.
Nighty night, Goose.
Enjoy the evening.
Take care, man. Have a good one.
See ya.
Peace.
Have fun.
Mighty Goose.
Mighty Goose. I think actually drink and be merry is the sensible choice here. What do you think, Cosimo?
Sure.
Yeah.
What if you merrily have a drink?
Oh.
Does that also apply?
Or drinkly eat a merry.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. Absolutely. Or just eat Mary.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I wouldn't go that far.
Or we could drink her. No, that's lewd. Sorry.
You're breaking my immersion.
Eat, drink, be merry. The philosophers of the college are not hospitable, but the whole shoreline is bursting with fruit and edible fungus. Reach up and it falls into your hands. Pick it up and it's already fermented. An explosion of tastes. Tastes. Tart morels and moral tart. The salted tang of seaweed that stew. A crawling berry that the locals assure you is a motile plant, not an insect. Eat your fill and drink contemplatively. Yeah, I English very yes. And yeah, we lost 10 terror.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's
I
very
think
cheap.
I think that was the sensible choice. And that's it. We can't really do much more. We don't have. Yeah, we
you
don't
could
have
check the shops.
That's right, but I don't think there's there's no.
No, there's
shop.
no shops. Okay, so this place is you can get supplies, but that's it.
Mm.
Yeah, you can also convert stuff to other stuff.
Mm.
Like you can unlock the sea story mysteries and stuff. So this place is interesting in that it's pretty close, and you can do stuff with your lore tidbits.
And you can find. I found a bunch of outrageous artifacts, or what's it called, on the shoreline.
Oh yeah, you can. I think you can find a lockbox.
Oh yeah.
Well, or like one of those boxes on the shoreline as well. But I think it's a bit of a just like a random chance.
Yeah, it's a crapshoot. Sometimes you just get supplies. Sometimes you even get a strange catch.